Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. I hope you are all staying warm. Um, I know some people we reach out to may be in a warmer climate, but here it is cold. It is very cold. So if you're in this area or anywhere, it seems like in the US right now, it's a little bit cold. So we hope you're staying warm. We are endeavoring to do just that. It has been a little bit difficult. It is currently, let's see what it is currently. It's currently 4 degrees with an extreme cold warning. It is supposed to go down to about 12 below tonight here in Ligonier. And so it is very cold. It is so cold that we're having a hard time keeping the temperatures up at Star Cottage Studio. The pellet stove is doing all that it can, but our split system can't work once it gets below a certain temperature. And so I've turned it up a little bit during the day while it's warmer um, to try to get the heat going and at least heat it up a little bit. I've boosted the pellet stove. I keep checking the pellet stove to make sure that our airflow is right as well to keep it going because I've boosted it to a temperature that I've never put it on before. We've gone up to number 3 on the settings, and I've never done 3 before on this pellet stove or our previous pellet stove. We've never done 3. So I keep checking on it to make sure our airflow is okay so that it doesn't either blow itself out or not burn enough, and then it fills up and then the airflow stops and then it suffocates itself. So it's a really delicate balance. Anne is here. Hello, Anne. Glad. I hope you're feeling better. I hope your family is doing okay. And it says -2 here feels like -12, better than this morning when the real feel was 28 below. That's too much. Ours is supposed to be -12 real, like actual, and then it's supposed to feel like -12. So I guess we're not getting a lot of wind, which I guess is a good thing. But that is all subject to change because I know there's some wild weather patterns coming across. And says we're all doing well. Thank you. Good. Hello, Michelle, and hello, Susie. Susie, our neighbor over there, who took care of all the cat crew here at Allegory Gallery while we were away in North Carolina. Let me tell you, it is a big difference in weather from here to North Carolina. We were driving home last night. It was just last night. And our car was registering -2 once we got up here. It was 60 degrees in North Carolina. And by the time we got home, it was -2. I've never seen negative numbers on our car. It's never gotten that cold in the past. I don't know. At least I've never driven in it. But we've had our car since about 2012, somewhere in there, I think. And so this is the first time I've ever seen it register negative numbers on its temperature sensor. Hello, Norma. Hello, hello. Hello, Harry. Good to see you here. Thank you all for joining in tonight. Our friend Gina, and it looks like Lydia was out on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us if you're still there. Yeah, right now it's 3 degrees. We're heading into negative temperatures tonight. Now they're saying the low is going to be -9 instead of -12. It keeps changing. It keeps changing. And the time keeps changing from when they say it's going to end. At first it was like 7 a.m. and that's what it's saying here right now, 7 a.m. And then they extended it until like noon or 1 tomorrow. So it is, who knows? Marianne is here. Hello. Says blizzards in New Orleans and cold in Ligonier. It's just below freezing here. Yeah, New Orleans got lots of snow. If you didn't see Suzanne's picture, she's been showing pictures. I don't know if she put anything in the design challenge group. or if she opened them to public or not. But if you're friends with her, they have lots of snow, it looks like, in New Orleans, which is quite a change from what it normally is. Yeah, it is. There's wild weather coming across the country, all across the country, in a lot of different places. Hello, Mary Jane. Thanks for joining in. So I ran up to the cottage obviously today. If you got my email I just sent out recently, you probably heard all this already or read all of this. But we ran up to the cottage, and I picked out everything that was kind of liquidy, or things that probably shouldn't be in colder temperatures, because right now the cottage is in the low 50s. And that's where it's staying. It's in the low 50s. And while that is possible to work in, it is not for any amount of time comfortable to work in, especially with the winds coming through. So I grabbed everything. We haven't been there to work. So I grabbed the things that I needed to bring home, like resins and things like that, paints, certain other fluids and things that we use for metalwork, anything that I thought maybe might not be good at those temperatures, and brought those home. And I also brought packing and shipping home, because I am not standing over there. And that's the hot room. The hot room is registering in the low 50s. The colder rooms, like the bead room is the coldest room, because it doesn't have a heat source of its own, and it's the furthest away from all the heat sources. So the bead room is much, much colder. So there's no way we'd be doing a live from there. Packing and shipping is kind of in the warmer room, but there's nothing that warm there. So I brought the stuff home to try to work on some of that, and made sure the pellet stove was going and was full. I made sure the pellet stove was as full could be, and sealed everything up, and hopefully everything will be okay overnight. There's no running water there, at least, that we have to worry about. That's the one thing. So as long as the power stays on, knock on wood, knock on real wood, as long as the power stays on, we should have heat there. If something happens that we lose power up there, that could be terrible. So we're just hoping that everything stays okay. And we do have the internet, so we have checking on our cameras. As long as we can get to our cameras and the internet's working, we know we have power, which helps to know. This is the coldest that it's ever been since we've had the cottage. Normally it never drops this low. We're like, oh, it's the low 60s in there, and that's when you know it's cold. When it's in the low 50s, that's really getting cold. Marianne says working in 50 degrees would require several warm layers. Yes. And I can't pack and ship with gloves, so my hands always get really cold. My face gets really cold. Hello, Suzanne. We were just talking about you down there with your blizzard. So it has been a day. It has been a change from North Carolina. North Carolina was chilly, but it was not like this. It was not dangerous. It is dangerous here to be out. So what we've done, first, we're having tonight, a price freeze sale. So, our prices, I think, are really good for y'all. If you tune in normally, you know that. But if you don't know, hopefully you'll find out tonight. Hello, Amanda. Suzanne is looking really good, William. Thank you. I got my haircut before we left for North Carolina. Nancy, I have an email to reply to you about. I haven't gotten to any of my email today. We've been running around trying to make sure everything is warm enough. That has been the main thing we've been doing today. And trying to make sure things are sealed up. I redid some of the sealing around the windows and things at the cottage, and tried to make sure, we put up plastic around the windows because they're single pane windows. So we put up the plastic and taped the plastic up. So I tried to make sure that they were sticking well. It's been that today. Our house, anyway, I'll get back to that. So today, price freeze sale just means it's going to be very, very good pricing. As I said in the comments, this is like we've frozen these prices like before the pandemic. So these are old prices you're going to get today. You're going to possibly some of those are even older than that pricing. So these are really good deals tonight on random finds here from the office, because I was not going to pull stuff while I was at the cottage. I was too busy gathering things and trying to weatherproof. So we're going to work with what we've got here, and we're going to give really good pricing here. And I think it's going to be fun. I mean, it's better than being out in the cold, and I'm nice and warm in here. I cranked up the heat in the house a little bit. The house could not stay even at 68 degrees this morning. That's usually what we keep it at, around 68. And we boost that up. Usually we're 67, 66, but when it's gotten really cold here, we boost it up to 68 because it just doesn't stay warm enough. And depending on the kind of wind that we get around here. So it could not even get the house to 68. So I turned up the basement a little bit to try and get the basement warmed up, which will help the heat rise up into the main level of the house. And then I turned the upstairs up because we close rooms off here in the upstairs. We close the office off so that the cats can't get in here and steal things and tear things apart. We close off the guest room because the guest room is one of those places that that we store artwork and things in when we're not having guests. So that room gets pretty chilly as well. So I turned up the heat upstairs so that hopefully those rooms will stay fairly warm. We have a little mini heater in here to keep this room warmer while we're in here. But normally we don't have that. So, and even the bathroom has its own oil, those portable oil radiator heaters. They're really nice. If you don't have one, super, super nice. And they're very economical. I like using them the most because they don't run up the electric bill as much. But we have that in the bathroom. And normally you walk in there and you're in there for like 2 minutes and you're like sweating because we keep that room warm because of the pipes. Today I walked in there and I was like, there is no difference between outside of this room and inside of this room. So it was getting really cold. So I turned up the heat for the entire upstairs. Once it warms up a little bit, I'll be able to turn the heat back down because heating is expensive. So as a small business, we try to keep things lower so that we're not paying for things we don't need. But right now we need the house to be warm. And we'll probably be leaving the sinks drip a little bit tonight. I probably should have run up to Indiana. I probably should ask our tenant to maybe turn on the heater downstairs in the store so that it doesn't freeze. Maybe if Andrew's watching, he can message John to see if he can plug in the oil heater in the back room and turn it on, because it's going to get cold tonight. But yeah, the sink in the back of the store at least does drip a little bit anyway. It's starting to drip, which was kind of convenient but kind of terrible because I have to fix that at some point. Hello, Danette. Thanks for joining us, Danette. And so it has been, I should have run up to Johnstown today now that I'm thinking about it, but I didn't get there. So hopefully John will take care of that. He's usually very good about it. He helps us do maintenance around the place and is our tenant, and he kind of keeps an eye on things, which is really good. Yeah, so we are cold. We're also, because we don't know if we're going to be opening the store this weekend. It depends on the weather. If it warms up, it is supposed to warm up, and by warm up, apparently that's in the 20s and 30s instead of the teens. If it does warm up and it doesn't snow, we will probably open the store this weekend. I need to go up and check on things anyway, but we will probably open the store. We don't generally open the store if we feel it's too dangerous for people. We don't want to like lure people out. And I know we're not, in Ligonier, that was more of a concern than in Johnstown. More people knew us here. And if they saw that we were open sometimes, because it can get boring to sit in your house during these cold spells and just be in your house all the time by yourself. So people would come out if the store was open and come to classes and all that. But when we feel it's too dangerous or too cold or too snowy or the roads are too bad, for one, I don't want to be driving up in it. And for two, and the most important thing, because I'll drive in a lot of stuff, the most important thing is that we don't tempt people to come out. And so that is probably what we will end up. We'll end up closing. But keep an eye out if you're in Johnstown and you're thinking about coming up. Keep an eye on our Facebook page, and we'll let you all know what's happening, as we have been the past few weeks with everything going on. Suzanne says small businesses in this area are taking a hard hit this month. Yes, small businesses all over are taking a hard hit. We only open generally on weekends, but everything, when it gets cold like this, even our online store slows down. It's strange. You would think that people would be in and looking at things and perusing the online stores more, but I think people are just worried about keeping their places warm and shoveling and anything else they have to do. So we are also having a sale in our online store. And so the discount code is 12 below, 12 below, 12 below. And you can save 20% off in our online store through the weekend. It'll end Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. And so if there's been something you've been looking at, or if you haven't taken a look at our online store in a while, you might want to check it out. 20% off everything there. It should be everything there. And you can get that starting right now, starting today. Amanda says, it's so cold even for me. Yes. Marion says, -15 degrees Fahrenheit or colder are stay-at-home days whenever possible. Yes. Yes. Now the thing is, we're supposed to be -12. Now they're saying -9. It depends what app I look on. And that is supposed to end by about 7 a.m. tomorrow, depending on what app, 7 a.m. until noon tomorrow. So we'll see what actually ends up happening. But please do stay in if you don't have to go out. And if you are going out, please check on your friends who may not be safe for them to go out. If you have older people around you, if you have people who have accessibility issues, please check on your friends, please check on your neighbors and ask if there's anything that you can help with. I hope our neighbors know that we generally go out at least once a day. So if there's anything any of y'all need that you're watching this, let us know. Charlie says, hello, so glad you both made it back okay. Hello, Charlie. Yes, we did. We made it back just fine. The traveling was actually 100% easy. There were a few places where things slowed down, but it was super easy getting back. We made pretty good time. It was only once we got into Pennsylvania and some of the smaller roads that we drive on in Pennsylvania where there was ice and snow. So that was good. We didn't have any bad weather along the way. There was a little bit of wind, but no bad weather, which was really good. So we did really well getting back. And actually getting down there was not too bad. Not too bad at all. Charlie says, I have Dungeons & Dragons tonight, so I may or may not pop in. Hope everyone is keeping warm. You too, Charlie. You too. Dennis says, we have the blinds closed, curtains shut, fire in the wood stove, and the furnace still keeps running. Yeah. My mom, her house it's a newer house. She did one of the prefab houses, and they are super well insulated. Really good windows, really good insulation. I think she added a peak to her roof that added some more insulation. And normally she can have her pellet stove running on almost the very lowest setting, and she's sweating it out in her house. And last night, she had her pellet stove up, I think it up a little bit more than normal, and her furnace was kicking on still all night. But she also said that she wanted her furnace to kick on. She allowed it to kick on because she could have turned up her pellet stove a little bit probably, but she wanted her furnace to kick on because it would help keep the pipes warm. Wherever it's located, however it goes, it keeps the pipes warmer too. So that's what I know. Our furnace is kicking on a lot. I can hear the radiators crackling from the heat, which is nice. Danette says thick Sherpa socks on, hot chocolate flannel nightgown. Yeah, I'm still in multi-layers. I have like 3 layers of pants on. I have 3 layers of shirts and with my sweater on. I have my hot tea. Not so hot tea now, but Andrew made me some tea. In North Carolina, we went to a little spiritual witchy shop, which was really cool. And they had teas sold, loose. And our friend Lennis once brought us some Tulsi Holy Basil tea, and I got addicted to that. And I've not had it for a long time. So they actually had some loose leaf Tulsi Holy Basil tea, and so I got that. It's supposed to really be calming for anxiety, and it helps. It does help me, and it also helps me relax. So that is what I'm drinking. Michelle says we need to trade our Mother Nature issues. We can give you some fire to warm up and melt the snow. We use the snow to put out the fires. I know, right? Really wild weather patterns going on. Marion says, if only that were possible, right? So yeah, that's what's going on here. North Carolina was amazing. I'm going to take a little second to say, please like and share and thumbs up and subscribe to this broadcast if you haven't already. It really does help. But North Carolina was great. We went to Eastern Carolina University, ECU, and we attended their material topic symposium, all about metalworking and different kinds of metalworking and different ways to metalwork. And it was really, really a nice time. I don't normally get to go to a lot of these things. Andrew says, "Oh, horizontal today." Yeah, we went it all worked out today. It was okay. It went horizontal today. This is the first time in a while we've been able to stream horizontally. Our numbers are down because of that. Normally our numbers are higher, but we are horizontal today. So ECU was great. We got to watch we had 4 different breakout sessions over 2 days. And we also had 4 different lectures. We had an opening lecture and a closing lecture each day. Andrew says, switch to vertical then. I know I should, right? But I figured I'd give some of y'all a break that like the horizontal. It was working today, so I figured that's a sign. We'll go horizontal today. But you got to share. You got to share now to make sure that we get our numbers up. But yeah, it was really great. We saw a lot of talented people. Andrew posted about it. I posted about it from the Allegory Gallery Facebook page and Instagram page, and did some shorts on YouTube about it as well. And so we learned a lot of things. We learned about mokumagane, which is a layering technique using copper and silver. And you layer them and you smush them and you heat them, and then you're able to extrude them in kind of ways that you get these beautiful patterns through the metal. So we learned about that. We learned about different ways of spray painting on metal, steel to be exact, from Sulo B. And that was really interesting to me. It was not only about spray painting, but it was about sgraffito and different finishing techniques. Um, Andrew's, the way he did it was really so much easier for the Mokomagane. Andrew's learned that a few different ways, and so he was really, I guess this way was easier. I don't know these things. I learned this all for the first time. And then we had also seen, I'm trying to, it was a blur. It was a blur, y'all. So we learned from Sharon Massey, we learned about enameling on steel. And so I thought that was interesting. There's a lot of steel work that we learned about. Half our time was spent learning about steel. And I really like that, and the different textures and different ways she uses enamel on the steel. And then we also learned about chasing and repoussé. And that is, if you don't know what that is, I'm still not sure I understand all that that is. But what the person does, this was Adam, what he does, he takes this big round disc of metal, usually silver, and starts hammering it. And by hammering it, it changes from a disc into starting to be a cone shape or a conical shape, like, you know, like this. So it starts out flat and it's bigger than this. But as you hammer it in circles around and around and around, it starts to turn into this. And then he goes wild with it. And he makes these amazing cups or vessels that look like sea creatures. And you would not think that that could be done by hammering metal around the way he does it and the way they come out. It's amazing. But that's what he does. And this is a technique that is ancient. You know, we're talking BC era on some of these things that they used to do this. And now he's one of the few people in the world that do this. And so that was really interesting. He also gave one of the lectures. Sulubi gave one of the lectures. And then Vivian Beer, I want to say, I'm not great with names. I think Vivian Beer is a pretty famous furniture designer who designs in metal. And they talked us through their process and what all goes on kind of in their studio. And that was really, really interesting to me. Andrew says, when you make the flat discs dimensional, that's called raising. So you're raising the metal. And so Vivian talked about all this furniture, and she does, I mean, I say furniture, started in furniture, but now does these installations for cities. So like city benches that are very ornate and very different in different shapes. Some of them were very like wavy. Some of them were like a stiletto heel with a way, like incorporating shoes and femininity, and it was amazing. So that was really awesome. And I think Stacy is her name. Andrew can correct me, but I forget her last name. That's terrible. But she works in pennies. She works in other things. She does embroidery, but her big thing is she works in pennies, and she does all this amazing artwork using pennies. Whether she's taking the penny and forming it into a sheet with a bunch of other pennies. Pennies before 1982 were all copper. So they're easy to use as copper, apparently, and you can use them like copper. So she gets tons of these pennies, and sometimes she makes flat sheets out of them. Stacy Lee Weber. Thank you, Andrew. Sometimes she makes flat sheets out of these pennies. Sometimes she cuts the pennies apart, and like she'll take them, like I just happen to have these. She'll take like the penny and she'll cut rings to make it unfold into a lengthwise shape that she can use. It's really amazing the different things she makes. She's made like ladders and just hollow forms out of all these pennies. So we learned a lot about a lot of different things, and people talking about their processes, talking about their life, talking about how life is as an artist. And a lot of these people are full-time artists, so life is a full-time artist, and how they make their living. And it's really, it's always very inspiring to see things like that and hear things like that, and be able to, they were around to talk to too, if you wanted to ask questions or, hang out with them. So it's really amazing, and it was a good time. They put on a good show. They had lunch every day for us, which was super nice. And there was also a gallery space with about 3 or 4 different shows going on at the same time in the gallery space. Queerphoria was going on, which is something that Andrew's a part of, so he had a piece there. And Andrew says, we got to eat dinner with my favorite. Yes, we did. Elizabeth Brim and her friend Susan and Andrew and I went out to dinner together one night, and that was really nice. We got to sit down. We saw them throughout the show, but Elizabeth is kind of exceptionally famous in her field, and she does blacksmithing, and she is often surrounded by people. And so we felt very privileged that they invited us out to dinner to have dinner with them. And so that was really, really, really nice. Oh, Andrew's mine was in the AMC bunch, online only for Queerphoria. Okay, so his is online for Queerphoria in the AMC, which is the Allegheny Metals Collective, I want to say, if I got that right. The Allegheny Metals Collective is what he had his piece in for. And says, I love Andrew's piece. Thank you. Thank you. Andrew, right now, if you're wondering where he is, he's down in our downstairs studio, aka the dining room. Studio number 1. Studio number 2 is the living room. When you're an artist, your house becomes multiple studios often. So studio number 1 downstairs, the dining room, and he is working on some things that we're probably going to show you today. New things, exciting things, in addition to the other things that we're going to be showing you tonight. So hopefully you will enjoy those. I again don't know if I have, oh yes, I have papers. I was like, do I have paper? All our paper is stored at the cottage generally. So I'm always transporting paper back and forth, whether it's enough or not. And so, yeah. So anyway, the gallery was open. We saw lots of things in the gallery. Marion says, love hearing about your weekend. Thank you. Yeah, it was good. We wanted to go live more there, but my phone, for one, my phone barely lasted most of the days. I think I need to get my battery checked, or else it was just, there wasn't a lot of good reception there. So when we were in the building, I didn't have a Wi-Fi password. If they even had it, I don't know. So my phone was constantly searching for a signal. Andrew's phone does a little bit better, but we were relying pretty much on his phone toward the end of the evenings when we were going out, because every evening there was an outing with people. And by the time we got to that point, my phone was pretty low. So if anything was going to happen, we needed his phone. So we didn't do a lot of lives because that runs the battery down even more. And there just was not a lot of time. There was time in between things, but there wasn't a real easy way to show people much in a live, because we didn't, you can't do a live during the presentations, right? Because you don't want to do that, because that's a way that they, getting people to sign up and come is a way they make money for these, and that's how they pay for it. So you don't want to do that for free. And inside the building, the signal was not great. So we didn't get to go live for y'all this weekend, and we missed y'all. but we figured we'd at least show you some reels and some stories and things as we went on and talk to y'all when we got back here. Donna just joined in. Hello, Donna. Andrew says, Gertie has been talking so much. Yeah, Gertie missed us. Like, Gertie missed us. Susie did a great job taking care of everyone. Everyone's healthy, happy. But Gertie, she has been, if I'm around, she has been by my side since I came home. Like, I woke up in the middle of the night last night with her sleeping right here. Well, not sleeping. She was right here on my chest, staring at me, purring. Like, she was just so happy that we're home. And I was setting up for the live. I was doing some things tonight on the computer, writing the email. She would not leave me alone at the keyboard. Andrew had to actually take her and hold her because she did not want to be apart. And she's been talking. Her voice changed since we came back. Her voice before was like weaker or like lighter, and now she's got this deeper talking voice, and she's making these different noises. Like, she had, I think, separation anxiety a little bit because she does not want to. It's very sweet. She doesn't want to be apart from us. And I think that's because she's used to Andrew going. Andrew goes places, but White Daddy very rarely goes at the same time. It's only been once or twice. I think twice we were talking. Once for Andrew's birthday when we went to Erie, and once for my birthday last year, that we've really been away, both of us. And this time she did not like it. She was not happy about it. I don't know what she thought, but she has been 100% beside me pretty much. Or Andrew, if I'm not around, or even if I am, she's been sharing time. But she's kind of picked me a little bit right now. And I think that's because I don't usually leave. And she wants to make sure I'm not going to leave again. Let's see. Whoops, comments jumped. Sorry, everybody. Oh, Jennifer is here from Lancaster County. Thank you, Jennifer, for tuning in. Susie is here from the frozen south. She says, how is it down there, Susie? What's going on down there? What are your temperatures? We're getting down to about 12, negative 12 tonight. Sandra's here. Hello, Sandra. How are you doing in North Carolina? Has it gotten any colder? It was like 60 degrees the other day when we were there. So nice. Anne says, kitties are so sweet. They are. Gertie put on a dance show for me, says Susie. Yeah, Gertie loves to, we have in our, because our dining room and our kitchen are one big room. And so to split it up a little bit and to have a place to put things, we have a bookcase that kind of comes out, one of those IKEA, like four or five, I can't remember, cubby bookcases. And we split the room a little bit with that. And on top of that right now, because we have no other place for it at the moment, we have this glass display case that we used in the other store. We don't have room for it in the current store. So it's sitting up there. So Gertie jumps up on the bookcase, then she jumps up on there, and she goes up there and she rolls around with her little head rolling. Sometimes she has rolled off once. Thankfully, she just rolled down onto another bookcase. But she throws her little body around up there. And I've caught her, Andrew's caught her a number of times because she loves to roll around up there. And so as soon as Susie said that Gertie was putting on a show up there, I knew exactly what she was doing. She's up there talking and rolling around. She's very cute. Gertie is a little character, I think more so than most of the girls. Tallulah, she's been a little bit. Tallulah, Tallulah is a cool character. Like, she's just chill. She steals. She's still a thief. She was trying to steal some bubble wrap from me earlier today. She gets attention that way. It's how she grabs attention from you, by stealing things in front of you. But she's just like kind of chill. Like, she doesn't get too close. She doesn't get too, attached. She's a very, cool cat. But she has been spending more time with Andrew lately. So she's become the wallpaper kid. Andrew has her as the wallpaper kid. And she has, if you don't know what that is, Andrew picks the fur baby that's been the nicest to him and puts it on the wallpaper on his phone. And it can change minute by minute, day by day, week by week. And Gilbert had it for quite a while, and now Tallulah has taken over because Gilbert holds a grudge. Gilbert holds a grudge when you go away sometimes, and he's holding a grudge against Andrew right now for leaving him again. He's still coming around a little bit, but it's not like he was. So for a few days, he usually holds a grudge. Barnaby, he's pretty chill. He's pretty chill. I know he missed me, but he's trying not to show it too much. That's what I believe in my heart. Because he's been a little bit distant, but I think he's just a little bit angry, mad at me for leaving him, even though I told him we were going. And Idabelle just wants to play. She wants to play a lot. She's been asking to play. She plays with the red laser. She plays with the feather toys. She's happy as long as you can keep playing with her. She loves to run around. Let's see. What's everyone saying? Everyone's saying hi to everyone else. Amanda says, maybe we should ask who doesn't have snow right now. I know, right? It seems like everybody's getting snow. Donna says, I didn't get anything in central Alabama, but the coast got slammed. Michelle says, Southern California, right? Susie says, no snow where I'm at, but supposedly there's 3 inches of snow along the Big Bend area. That's a lot for Florida, right? Michelle says, now it is cold for us in the 40s. That is cold for over there, right? That's cold. Susie says, it's 50 degrees here and raining. It's cold according to beach standards. Yeah, I bet. Although I'd take some 50 right now. Even 40s right now would be nice. We're not going to hit that until maybe the end of next week. We get up into 38 degrees. If it stays. We'll see what the weather does between now and then. Donna says, yeah, and the low where I live is going to be 12 tonight. That's really cold for you all, but we're negative 12 tonight, which is really cold even for here. I remember temperatures like that growing up. They still weren't, like you dip into the early negative numbers. You start dipping into the negative teens. It was still cold back then even. And for us now, that is incredibly cold. We're not used to this. But again, I'm hoping that winter does its job this year. You know, I'm one of those people. I save insects. I save spiders. I take them outside. But when it comes to ticks, I'm kind of hoping that winter does its job, freezes them out, so we lower the tick population and some of the other nuisance insects and things that have been coming around, because they've been getting very bad, and a lot of people have been getting Lyme's disease or having to take antibiotics for it. And so hopefully all this cold at least will serve that purpose. That's what I'm hoping. Norma says, I saw in the news that Pensacola got 5 inches. Wow. Sanders says, it's 23 degrees and snowing here in North Carolina. Nice. Maybe. Not nice. Not really. I was talking to our neighbor. I'm still trying. We came home and one of our parking spots was shoveled or plowed out. I asked my mom. I asked Susie. I've been asking the neighbors. Beth said she doesn't know. I asked the neighbors across the back if they did it, because I saw them out. I was going to thank them if they did, and they said they didn't do it, but they told me who they think did it. So we have to see if that's who it might be. But yeah, we came home and it was all nice and shoveled and plowed out for our car to pull in, which was so nice. It was so nice. So we appreciate that. Whoever you are, if we don't figure out who you are, thank you so much for doing that. It was really kind of you. Donna says, all this cold weather makes for a good peach season in Chilton County. That's the county I live in. Really? A good peach season? Huh. Why is that? What does it do? Susie says, I didn't give my dogs their tick medication this month. I don't think you need it. Although, I was just talking about, who was I talking to this? We were talking to someone talking about ticks, and one of their dogs just got one like a few days ago. So I don't know. They're still out there apparently. Jennifer says, you need more possums, ate thousands of ticks. We do have a lot of possums. We have a little back porch possum that I haven't seen in a while, probably because it's so cold. But yeah, we have possums, but they get hit on the road a lot here, which is really sad because they eat lots and lots of ticks. Andrew says, who did they say? They said they think it was Carla. So we'll be messaging Carla to see, to thank her if that's who it was. Marianne says, fruit trees like a cold snap. Michelle says, so peaches like the cold. Donna says, not sure why they need it, but they only need 30 to 40 more hours this year. Huh. Interesting. Suzanne says, we may lose our strawberry and citrus crops. Yeah, it's not used to that there, right? Marion says, not the peaches themselves, but the trees. Yeah. Now that you're saying that, I do remember people talking about that, how fruit trees like a bit of cold. But yeah. So that's what's been going on here. We've got we had ECU this weekend. We are doing a little price freeze sale to honor the frozen temperatures here on the live tonight and also in the online store. Use discount code 12below. Let me actually type that up because it is the number 12. Create a banner. It is 12 below. There, 12 below. That will save you 20% in the online store. We don't know if we're going to be able to open the store this weekend, if it's going to be too cold or what the weather's going to be like quite yet. So we're hosting an online sale. So hopefully if there's something you'd like, you'll help us out. Small businesses are, really feeling this temperature change and these low temperatures, and that includes us. So if there's something you need or something you'd like, now's a great time to grab it. If there's something you've been eyeing in the online store, best time to grab it during a sale. And you can use discount code 12below to save 20%. So we're doing that. We also have Beat in the New Year. I know it's been really cold, so I don't know how many people have been keeping up with Beat in the New Year. I've been looking, I've seen a few people posting some things, and I need to get into the album to check to see what's been posted in there. But since we left on Friday, it was use heavy metal, use an allegory gallery fine pewter piece in your work today. And I've seen a few people who did some of that, so thank you. I don't think I got a chance to share them, and some of them I couldn't share. So we try and do sharing if we can, but some of y'all apparently have your privacy settings that even though you're posting in an open group, I can't share your posts. So if you don't see me sharing your stuff and you see me sharing other people's things and you're wondering, why is he not sharing anything of mine? It's probably because I can't. I don't know why those settings matter when you're posting into an open group, but it's kind of nice that they do, because if you set your settings on private and you really want to be private, even though you're posting into an open group and anyone could see it in an open group, I can't share it outside of that group. So that makes sense. Next up on Saturday was Who's Hungry? Make a piece inspired by your favorite meal. I don't know if I saw anyone doing the favorite meal yet. But like I said, I haven't had a chance to really look through. We got in late last night. Well, not so late, but we got in later last night. We had to stop and get groceries, and we had to cook. And then we had to just kind of relax and take a little bit easy. Of course, we never take it completely easy. We still did some work last night. But like preparing some of the things that you're going to take a look at maybe today once Andrew gets them all done. So the next one was Life's a Ball. Use only round beads in your project today. That was on Sunday. So did any of y'all do that? Donna says, yeah, I'm a couple days behind. Marianne says, I haven't made anything yet. That's okay. Beat in the new year. It's been a rough new year. It's been a rough new year. So I totally get it. I had hoped to do a lot of these. I don't normally do these because I normally don't have a lot of time, but I had hoped to carve out time this year to do a number of these myself, and I still haven't gotten a chance to do them. So between the cold and making sure things are going, and between traveling, I've just not had the time. So I 100% get it, and you can use these prompts at any time throughout the year, right? Lena says, I'm still thinking about a favorite meal. Poopy says mole, but that's just brown. Brown is the color of the year. Maybe go with it. Maybe what you put the mole on. You gotta put the mole on something, right? Use the mole with something. But yeah, I don't know. That would be a harder one for me because, you know, my favorite meal changes. My favorite meal used to very much be lasagna. And while that's still very much up there, I don't know if I would say that's my favorite meal now. I don't know what my favorite meal actually is right now. So I get it, Linus. I do. I get it. Hello, by the way. Andrew says, in sad news, we found out that one of our past creative camp teachers passed away. Yes. Very sad news. If any of you know Eva Sherman, she passed away from complications due to cancer. And she, once upon a time, made a trip to Ligonier to our creative camp that we used to host here, and was one of our teachers, and got to know her. I mean, we knew her before that, but really got to know her, and it's a very sad thing, but it was not. She knew it was coming. She had fought it before, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there was a relapse. The cancer came back, and so I don't know. We weren't in touch toward the end. She was mostly with her family, but her family said she passed peacefully. It was something that was not, surprising. She knew it was coming, and so. But it's still one of those sad things. Gone before her time. That's what it kind of feels like. Gone before her time. She worked in metal, and she was she was always very pleasant to be around. She was one of those people that was, just somebody who is kind. And we need some more of that in the world. Let's see here. Donna says, I was thinking salad for mine, and I found lucite beads that came in a kit from AG, and they have green, yellow, and orange flecks in them. There you go. You could do, those lucite beads a lot of times remind me of the Jello salads, right? Sometimes that they used to have. And sometimes you still find, like if you go to the Botanical Society around here, you'll often see Jello salads. So maybe your favorite food's a Jello salad. Who knows, right? So continuing on, yesterday's was Let's Take a Trip. Surprise, surprise. We were just coming back from one, right? Make a piece inspired by where you would go. So if you were to take a trip, where would you go in the world? Where would you go? What would you do? Donna says, I love lucite. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Nice. So where would you go? And what would your inspiration be for your jewelry piece? Now, the other thing about this is we call it, we say make a piece, make a necklace. Sometimes we say make a necklace. But a lot of these are open to the point where we we say project or design something. And there are other things there are other words I use that you can interpret these not in just jewelry. So if you do mixed media, like Andrew loves to do mixed media things. We've had people do all different kinds of things, crafts, mixed media, and you can feel free to break out of the jewelry zone if you want to with many of these prompts and use them to make other kinds of things. So please don't feel limited to making just jewelry. You can post in the Design Challenges group, whether it's jewelry or whether it's something else. The whole idea is bead in the new year. And we do call it bead. So I get why a lot of people, want to bead, but it's really, that's just kind of a play off, bring in the new year. And, but you can make anything. So don't limit yourself to just jewelry if you are somebody who wants to do other things. We would love to see other mixed media pieces, or we've had people who do like shadow box things and all these like little scenes that they create. And so if you want to break out of just the jewelry mold, please feel free. Especially the ones that, just create something, or in your project today, it doesn't have to be a jewelry project. So if that opens things up a little bit more for y'all, use it, and feel free to. Donna says, yeah, I had that one finished last night and I dropped the necklace and all the beads ended up on my carpet. Oh no. Which one was that, the trip or the Life's a Ball? Because I could imagine the round ones rolling everywhere. Donna says, I grew up eating them, Marianne. Oh, because she says Jello salads are not on my favorites list, right? Lennis made tie earrings. Nice. Donna says, Lennis, I love your tie earrings. I'll have to check that out. I don't think I saw those. Amanda says, oh no, Donna, that happened to me too. Everybody's this is the trip one. Everybody's dropping everything, right? I hate when that happens, says Jennifer. I hate when that happens too. Yeah. Mary says, I grew up eating stewed ground, mashed potatoes, and peas. Mashed potatoes and peas. Stewed ground, yeah, that could be good. It could all be good. Jennifer says, I got a little bead vacuum. That's good, right? Get those little beads cleaned up real quick. Today was an interesting one. I love when we do this prompt. Reuse and recycle. Create something new using something old. And we love to see the before and after if you're changing something up. But you can use anything old beads, old fabric, old projects, whatever you do, you create something new using something old, old materials. And I think this can be super fun. I think this one can be super fun. So, yeah. Donna says it was pearls, pink coral chips, and gold seed beads. Ooh. Where were you going, Donna? Where were you going? I'm trying to think. Pearls, pink coral chips, and gold seed beads. Where would you be going? Julie, hello, Julie, says, I've been busting my A, selling to make more money for Tucson, right? Yeah, for those going to Tucson, it's always the big thing. Yeah. Marion says, once I started making it, I at least browned the meat. Yeah, it's good to brown the meat before you stew it, right? Maybe stewing is different from what I'm thinking of. But like stewing the meat in tomato sauce and that kind of like stew, like that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's different. Vicky says, I need to check out your earrings, Lennis. My dad was from Thailand. Oh, nice. Nice. Hello, Vicky, by the way. Thanks for joining us. Donna says, thank God they were gold and my carpet is pale blue. Oh, Hawaii. Hawaii, that makes sense. Oh, Mary says, no tomato sauce. Oh, just doing it in like water? Yeah, I don't think so. You got to brown that up with some onions, get some tomato sauce in there. Jennifer says, I want to travel to Johnstown. You should. You should come visit us. Everyone should come to Johnstown and come visit us. I think that would be fun. But let us know. We always say this. Please, if you are making a special trip to come visit us, even if it's not just to visit us, even if you're like deciding that we are one of the points along your trip, and you're like, oh, because we hear so many people that are like, oh, well, we were just going to come anyway, and if you were around, we'd see you, and if not, well, we want to see you. So if you are coming our direction at any point in time, please let us know. Send us an email, send us a message, somehow let us know that you're coming so that we can do our best to actually be there. Because if we don't know you're coming, one, if it's on an off day, we're not going to know to be at the store. Two, if there's an emergency, or even if the weather is a little bit questionable, we might close. And then we close, and then you come, and then we're not there. Or we might be going away, or we might be planning a trip, but maybe we can squeeze things in. So if you are coming to visit us at any point in time, please let us know. If you'll be in our area, just let us know you're going to be around. A lot of people always say, well, we were coming to the area, but we didn't want to inconvenience you or make you feel like you had to. We want to see you if we can. It does not hurt to let us know you're coming, right? So please do let us know, and we will be happy to see you if we're able to make that work. That's the whole point, right? Community. Let's see there. Let's see. Marion says, yes, water with a little flour. I don't know. Yeah, that might not be. Yeah. Donna says, if I'm ever near you. Yep. Yeah, some people make a special trip just to see us, which we feel super privileged about. Every time that happens, we're just kind of amazed that somebody would want to make a trip to see us. And I mean, we think we're pretty great, but that means a lot when somebody wants to actually just come and see us, and they come to see us and they're like, we'll just see what else there is to do. We'll just see what else there is to do while we're there, because they want to make us kind of the reason they're coming. It always amazes me. But if you're doing that, certainly, please let us know. It helps. It helps a lot. We've got a bunch of people that have joined in. Mary Jane moved over to Instagram for a while. I don't know if you're still there or here, or where are you? Terry Ing joined us. Aubrey Lidwell had joined us. I don't know if anyone's still over there. Pretty Scraps for Loved had joined us. Pig Creative Arts had joined us for a little while. So thank you so much for those of you who've joined us on Instagram. If you're out on Facebook, please like, share. If you're on YouTube, please thumbs up and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. We do these lives pretty much every weekday when we're around and when we can, around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We hang out and chat with you all first, like we're doing right now. And then we show you things, usually things for sale, but sometimes a demo as well. Sometimes they're previews of things we're working on. You never know. You never know what you're going to get. We do try and theme it up a little bit. So today is the price freeze sale. We're giving, like old prices, pre-pandemic pricing on a lot of these things to kind of pay homage to the weather, the freezing weather. And the main kind of theme is random things from the office. So if you don't know, we have a lot of private stashes. We do. We have a private stash at the cottage. We have a private stash or 2 or 3 here. And when we are here in the office, you never know what we're going to find. And we don't always know what we're going to find. We don't prepare these generally in advance, too far in advance anyway. Sometimes we do. Today we didn't. We're winging it today pretty much. And we're going to see what we come up with here once Andrew gets up here, and see what we find. See what we find here in the office to put on sale at really good prices. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And you can join us every weekday to hang out and find great new things. This Friday is going to be a little different though. So if you forgot or if you didn't know at all, this Friday is our creative make-along. So we do that on Zoom. We do encourage people to join us on Zoom with their photo, their video, and their voice, but you can come in and black out your screen if you want to. That's all right too. But it is nice when people come in and join the Zoom. We call it a creative make-along because we all just pick a project that we're working on. It could be one of the Beat in the New Year projects, or maybe you've got something else going on, and we just make along together. So we chat, we talk about who knows what. We've gotten into wild things. We've been, like books. Sometimes we talk about books. Sometimes we talk about, TV shows. Sometimes we talk about the weather. Sometimes, it runs the gamut. Lots of different things that we talk about on the creative make-alongs while we're making. And hopefully, sometimes people get to talking so much, they don't actually get to making much. And that happens, and that's okay, right? It's really just a chance to join in and have fun with other creative people. So that'll happen on Friday. And in order to get the link for that Zoom call, we will send out the link in our email newsletter on Thursday. So if you are not on our email newsletter, please join it. Go to allegorygallery.com and it should pop up and say join the email newsletter. But if it doesn't, there's a tab in the menu called links. And if you click on that link tab, you will see all of the things that you can join us on. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, and our email newsletter and our text message letter, our SMS newsletter. You can join all of those things over there on the links menu or the links page. So that's this Friday. We'll send out the link on Thursday. Hopefully I remember. I've been saying it enough around everywhere that I need to do that. Julie says, those are fun. I joined once. We'll be there if I can. Awesome. Hopefully you can. Marian says, I had to download Zoom again since I have a new computer. Ooh, new computer ready to go with Zoom. Can't wait. Susie says, oh, I forgot. Now that my apartment is fixed up, I'm moving to a new one. I'm kind of excited. Wow. So that's big news. You waited to get all this all fixed up and now you're moving? Where are you moving to? Far away? Different place? Or around the same area? Buffalo Pam says, hi, William. It's warming up here in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Hello. Thank you for joining us over there on Instagram. It's good to see you here. I apologize on Instagram that our picture is like this big because we stream most of the time horizontally or in landscape. And I know that's not quite great for Instagram, but Buffalo Pam says, I don't know which program I'm watching from. You are on Instagram. If you join us on YouTube or Facebook, you can watch lengthwise. Instagram doesn't allow you to flip the thing, though. I think they still don't. But everyone's going to vertical videos. It's going to be a thing. It is a thing already. Instagram, if you didn't know, already changed their grid layout. So all the grid layout is now, instead of squares, they're vertical. So when you look on Instagram now, everybody's profile pages are going to be little vertical things to match because most people are doing reels apparently and all that. So they're doing what?
I'm one of the reels people.
You're one of the reels people? Yeah.
Hello,
Andrew's here, by the way. Hello,
Gilbert and Gertie going in the outside the door now.
Oh, yeah. So
the song of their people.
Yeah. So everybody's trying to force vertical on everyone. And, ultimately at some point we'll probably be switching to vertical. But
it's just fine. There's people that only go vertical.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that probably some of you watch that have never gone horizontal ever. So I know a lot of you are probably used to it. But we're mostly horizontal people, but we're gonna be switching probably because we want to get those views. We get those people looking.
It doesn't make sense for us to suppress our viewership.
Yeah, it would suppress our numbers not to do it at some point soon. Sue says, I'm moving to Gulfport. How far is that? I don't know the geography down there. Andrew, do you know?
It's still on the coast, right?
Buffalo Pam says, this tech stuff is starting to boggle my mind. I used to be really proficient at this. Andrew says the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, he used to be very proficient at tech. He used to know what he was doing. And now it's kind of because he doesn't care. He doesn't need to know. It's on a need to know basis. And he's got me.
I got IT support.
Yeah, he's got IT support now. Buffalo Pim says, appears I'm the only one here, so I'm moving to Facebook. Yeah, it's Instagram because I think we go this way. Instagram barely shows us to anybody. And we don't have a huge Instagram following, but we have 2,000 some people. So you would think that maybe some of them would watch more often. But most of them end up coming over to YouTube or Facebook. Marion says, Windows 11 is quite different from Windows 10. Yes, it is. I kind of liked Windows 11. I haven't had a lot of experience with it. But what experience I did have, I kind of liked it. And it's only, I guess, getting more and more deep into Windows 11, because when it first came out, it was kind of a blend of Windows 10 and 11 as far as menus and things, but they're working on it over time.
Are you ready for the adoption event?
The adoption event.
I think the ones we're gonna get little adhesive tie tack, because they said the adhesive is pretty good.
We've never had a problem with the pins we do. They're just bigger for this. First, Mary Jane says, hello, Andrew.
Howdy.
Mary Ann, my mind going to the gutter. Why? Suzanne says, Gulfport is about an hour from New Orleans. Susie says it's 10 minutes away. Is furnished, includes all the utilities, and has a beautiful yard. Wow.
Nice.
That is nice. Congratulations. Norma says, I really dislike the vertical on YouTube. It's too small and the chat covers up part of the picture. You scroll away, you can't get back to it. I've not noticed that. So I don't know if there are different things out there, but it's the way things are going. I know. But I know a lot of people, like I said, I know a lot of bead people out there go vertical on Facebook, if they even use YouTube at all. But I know a lot of people are used to the vertical already from a lot of other people. We've been one of the holdouts for the horizontal. Horizontal means something in British English that is.
What does that mean?
I don't know. She just
Central
put
time?
dot doing the horizontal. Angela's here, says been listening, but the snow has started. It is loud. Snow is supposed to be quiet, isn't it? Yeah. No, Andrew says no. The plow.
Snow has different sounds.
I
There's
guess.
squeaky snow, there's crunchy snow.
Pam says, okay, YouTube took me in. Nice. Now make sure that you subscribe to us out there. All right. Let's see. All right. So we're going to do an adoption event. If you don't know what that is, it's because we didn't tell you what it is. Andrew made some creatures today.
You may recognize
some of them. These are acrylic, and they're going to be turned into pins. For now, they are not yet pins.
Because we don't have the right tie tack backs.
No,
yet.
we thought we did, but we do not. At least not for what we want.
I have, you have to solder.
Yeah.
And you can't solder to acrylic.
Solder to acrylic.
We have to get the ones.
And we were going to glue them, and then that came up with issues. So we're going to do some kind of adhesive back ones.
3M.
The 3M good ones.
The same thing we use for our wooden dye sublimation.
Yes, we use the 3M.
We have a few of your dye sublimation pins left.
We do.
If you want to share those.
I can share those. Susie says, Gulfport is full of artist galleries and restaurants. They have art walks on the first Friday and third Saturday. I'll be walking distance to it all. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to flip this around, and we're going to take a look at these creatures. Now, how's this going to work, Andrew? Are we going to give them numbers? Are we going to let people claim them now, or just doing a preview?
I don't know. We have to figure that out.
I told you we were winging it tonight.
A color with like a letter or a number, and then design with that.
Because we have them in all different colors and all
Get
different
ready, y'all.
designs.
And also, if there's something we make on the laser that you want to see in one of these things, one of these special acrylics, let us know, and
we can maybe make that happen.
Yeah.
For you.
All right, I have to wash my hands because they smell like burnt flour.
So Susie posted pics of the new place on Facebook. Nice. All right. Let's see how we want to do this. This is going to be a little bit difficult, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I think what we're going to do, let me show you these, and then I'm going to show them the first batch of them to you first, and then we're going to assign them each a number, all right? And the number will be for the design going forward because they're all the same designs. We have a bunch of them. I don't know if there's 10 or 12 different designs. Anyway, here you go. These are going to be turned into pins. All right, so they'll be pin backed with a pin post. I think we're going to do a pin post with one of the little squeezy pin covers. And I think this is the front. I think it goes this way. So this is one of these. All right. And then this is the next one.
Gilbert's mad at me.
Oh.
He called me by my first name.
Oh.
He goes, Andrew.
Gilbert, I told you he's holding a grudge lately. So this is the second one of these. Lena says delightful.
So this is like a slightly transparent, but it's got gold, and then Marianne's favorite color.
Right. Marianne's not going to want one of these. So I said I'm going to show the design. We're going to number the designs.
Okay.
And we'll leave the design up with a number of the first batch, and then we'll change for the color.
Okay.
We'll give a letter for the color. So I'm just going to show you all these designs first.
So one of the things is, I don't know if you saw this or not, but I won the design contest for the Pentaculum shirt. And I had a bunch of people ask me if I was going to be able to print their shirts for other people. Unfortunately, I don't have access to those screens, so no. So instead, I took some of my favorite of the designs and I turned them into these cutouts. And then I also had some shadow play creatures, and those will be used, have been used to make some of these designs as well. Now, the reason why we're doing this is to help us raise money for the exhibition that I want to put on. And I have to make the pieces. And unfortunately, we're not grant funded. So that means that we have to raise our own money.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this magic lantern that I want to make, which is pretty cool, the concept of it. And it's going to be part of the exhibition that I hopefully are going to be able to mount in the near future.
Marianne says, I love the designs, but pink? There's more. Don't worry, Marianne. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 or 9 different colors. 10 different colors.
So there's 100 of these already made.
100 of these already made, one of each.
And in theory, we can make more, but we're trying to get away from making more. I think, like,
well, we're trying to make on demand. Yeah, we're trying to make them and then sell them.
Mm-hmm. We might do that for this volume.
Might do what?
Look at me stumbling into folly again.
Making on demand. Probably for this live, we will. And
Mm.
then once they go in the online store, we're going to make a certain number, and that is the number we make.
Yeah. So, so the idea is that a lot of the things that I'm going to be working on kind of costs a lot of money. I'm going to be having people doing some.
Can you hand me the slips down there?
They're going to be doing. What do they call that? It's not laser cut. Maybe it's laser cut. It's steel as cut out. And what are you looking for?
Scissors. I guess I can use these little ones.
Mm-hmm.
We have two pair. Oh, okay. These are better.
Those little ones are sharp.
These were my grams, I think.
And so, anyways, the steel is kind of expensive to cut out on larger scale. So, to be able to fund these projects, we're having to sell these little tiny things, and hopefully, we'll raise enough so that I can afford the materials. I'm also starting to work in gold and adding gold embellishments to things, and it's not how you call it, inexpensive. So. I'm trying to keep the prices good, and so this is going to help offset some of the costs. I'm also planning to attend some different workshops within the next couple of weeks, and the material costs of those are kind of high, and I'm still trying to pay off Pinland. So,
which you haven't gone to yet.
No. But they kind of, I think they're used to working with people, so they broke it down into monthly payments. But still, it's still quite a lot.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it could be worse if I didn't win a scholarship.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to pay, and I won a scholarship, and I'm doing work study.
And you still have to pay.
Yes. So.
Okay.
Make that go. Push it.
Okay, so Pam says, could you do dogs beside doing cats? I like cats, but own 2 French bulldogs.
I'm not doing custom shapes,
No.
unfortunately, because the thing is that it just is something that like if I did custom shapes for everything, it would be into infinity and beyond and take away
Jennifer
from
says, Andrew is so industrious.
I try to be.
All right, so we're going to call this color A. All right. So this color is going to be called A. And she says, custom, not necessarily just dogs in general. He doesn't really do many dogs.
I mean, there's one that looks like a dog.
This is a dog. That's pretty much a dog right there. It's got a big tail, but it's not a Frenchie.
No, if I had to make one for every dog breed, it would be yeah.
Maybe he'll do a Frenchie someday. My mom has one.
Maybe, but probably not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah. I don't want to make anything that I don't want to make anymore.
Yeah.
So that's where that boils down to.
So this color is called A, and the design is 1 through 10. If you would like any of these, send an email to info@allegorygallery.com. And how much are the pins going to be, Andrew?
That good, or
that's what the wooden ones are.
And these are more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, 14. We'll do these $14 each. These are a little more expensive than our wooden ones that I sublimate on. So $14 a pin, A 1 through 10. Send us an email at info@allegorygallery.com. Yeah, I would say this one and this one both look like dogs. I mean, they're a fox or coyote, or they're a non-specific canine creature.
But that's the thing is like I can make stuff, and that doesn't guarantee people are going to buy it either. So.
Yeah.
I've been burnt
He
in the
just,
past.
he makes what he makes. If you like it, hopefully you like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way
And
we do.
really, it's about supporting or hopefully these projects because you want to see them become real in reality. And so, like, if you want them, you can buy them for gifts. They make really fun ways of embellishing presents. You can put the little tie tack into the bow of a present, and that looks really cute. Um, I made some Nessie pins over the weekend for the pin exchange, and people squealed with delight. So, I think they're fun and whimsical. Um, and hopefully people will like them and they also want to support what we're doing. Um, and if not, then maybe something else. But
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, my screen has gone. There we go. Okay. Lena says these are more like archetypes in folklore, fantastical creatures.
yeah, they're not realism.
Yeah.
By the way.
And Anne said, "Oh, Marianne said Nessie was delightful," and Anne said those Nessie pins were so adorable.
Yeah, I might make some more.
Yeah, he's thinking about making more of those.
The thing is I work in seasons and the studio is blaming cold. So I don't want to start selling stuff that we don't have. And then I end up getting backlogged and then I have guilt and then I can't work because I'm paralyzed by guilt. And
Right.
so this is the nice way of getting the things that we have, which we have an abundance of colors and shapes and designs.
Pam says, "Be right back. Got to take a Frenchie outside."
Which
Pam
is it?
Pam Cowdy.
Oh, I thought so.
And let's see here. Donna says, "These are so cool. These are so cool." Let's see here. A4, we've sold one of those. Thank you so much.
Which one's that one?
That's this one.
Oh, good.
All right. All right. So this color is A. And we're going to move. Anne says, "I'm plenty happy with these."
Okay.
We're going to move to color B, but I'm not going to.
We have 10 colors, so.
Yeah, I'm going to overlay B on top of A. All right. So you know what the differences are.
And if these are successful, then maybe I'll make more. But yeah, I'm kind of, one of the things that I've been trying to do in my art practice is really dial down and getting to know me and my work habits. And one of the things I've come into is, I think when we promise things that we can't deliver, that leads to disappointment. So for me, I don't want to disappoint people. I just want people to be happy. So I know where my strengths lie and that I make the work and put it out in the world and hopefully people enjoy these. And they're accessible.
Donna says, "I guess I missed it, but how much are these?" They're $14 each, and they will be pins. We'll be making them into pins. They'll have a pin back.
Unless you don't want it, but it still costs $14.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then that's where it takes time away.
We've sold an A1. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And so a part of this is I'm really trying to work on working with more luxurious materials. And a part of that is like, how do you afford certain things when you don't have that kind of, you don't have the money to buy those things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a fundraising effort that we're working on. And people beg for us to make the letters into things. And so I didn't do all of them, but I did most the ones that would be the easiest to translate.
Yeah.
Because some of them is too squirrely, it's too fragile.
When you cut out an acrylic or wood, sometimes the pieces Like we have to watch like where things attach like these and how fragile they might be. Julie asks, can holes be drilled in them?
You can definitely 100% take the backs off and drill holes in them.
Yeah, take the pin back off.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want them sent without the pin back to begin with, we can do that.
Mm-hmm. But I hate to offer customization when we're not going to do it. And that sounds mean and hard, but it's just like, I know myself and I don't want to get into a thing where we get behind.
Yeah, for you watching the lives, for this live, if you want to have no pin back, you can let me know in the email, and I'll make sure that we get that. But when these go live in the online store, they will all be pins.
Mm-hmm.
They will all be pins. So that is color B. So B 1 through 10, if you'd like any of the Bs.
It also depends who asks, too.
Andrew and his favoritism.
It's true. If you are one of my favorites, I'll do whatever I can to make you happy. If you are not the favorite, then then no.
Then no.
And even if you are a favorite, it still may be a no.
Doesn't guarantee a yes.
No. If it's Elizabeth Brim, if she wants one, I'll make it.
Lena says, no, it's a lot of work for everyone versus us just drilling a quick hole ourselves. Yeah, we won't drill the hole, but we can leave the pin back off.
Yeah.
If you want.
Also,
because holes is a whole nother laser template.
Not only that, then I have to go, oh, where do you want the hole? Do you want it right here? Do you want it there? Oh, that's too close to the edge. Oh,
but we'll be attaching the pin backs and sending them out. But if you...
So, an example, and I don't mean to bring this down, but so we were at Handmade Arcade, and it's busy, y'all. It's like super busy. And this guy wanted something, and he said that he did not want a hole. He wanted a magnet. So I went and I was prying that business off with my pocket knife in my bag, and I got it off, and he came back around and he decided he didn't want it. Mm-hmm. So then we just ruined a piece that we could have sold just the way it was.
Yeah, because we wanted to try and please someone.
And so, I don't mind like accommodating people and doing like, I'm so happy when we can make other people happy and like bring their vision to life. It's just a time thing. And, if we do customizations on all of the pieces, it really does add up. And it's not just like, because if you say, oh, I want one of these, then, that's so easy to do that in the
Jennifer asks, what is on the table now is mostly B. Yeah, once the letter changes, this is the new letter. So these are still B, but the one I'm showing is moving to C. This is the new color.
And so so what ends up happening is then William has to message you, and then you message back, and then it turns into quite an ordeal. Not because it's like, if it's just for one person, that's one thing. But then when it's like customization for multiple people, we're running behind on a lot of stuff as it is. It just adds way more. And there's 10 colors and 10 designs. It's 100 pieces. And if 10 people want that, that's, how many is 10 times 100?
Most companies do not offer full customization of anything.
Or you pay more. Yeah. That's the thing is.
No, most companies don't even give you the option to pay more. Most of them just say you're going to get, this is what we make and this is what we're selling. Yeah. But if you want us, I'm just saying, if you want us to leave the pin back off, that's something we can do because they obviously come out of the laser with no pin back. Mm-hmm. It's not like we have to remove it. So that's an easy thing, easier.
But that's for y'all.
Yeah, that's only for the live. They'll
That's
be
because
these
you
will be
are
sold.
AG bead
These will be
fan.
sold as pins.
That's AG bead fan.
And this C is really cool. It's kind of a metallic-y, silvery, pearlescent, beautiful color.
Yeah, I don't know what I can't remember what that one's called, but it's really different.
It would be really striking on like navy or a black if you're wearing it.
These are going to be real interesting to photograph.
Yeah, that's
because
not
some
going
of
to be
them
easy.
have like that shimmer and shake to them.
Donna says, I've had people ask me if I could do a customized piece, and I tell them I don't. Yeah.
You know, it's just that if I have the time to do things, I'm usually more amenable to it. But I have to be very careful about how I budget the next couple of weeks, just because I'm not going to be home. And, you know, that means that, like, I'm literally not going to be home for most of February and most of March. So I don't want to go and, like, I have a residency coming up, not this week that we're in, but it's next week. And that's going to be long days of grinding metal, you know, so I'm not going to have time to do that. And I have to keep up with my exhibition work, and I'm on a deadline with my mentors and my own other projects. And I've committed to showing in different galleries, and people have asked for work. So,
okay, we're moving on to D, everybody. D.
It just is one of those things where I want everybody to be happy, and the best way is to, you know, offer what we got. And
Julie says, trust me, I get it. I have customers with very specific requirements, i.e. earrings must be maximum 2.75 inches, etc. So I've learned the hard way about pleasing everyone.
I know.
Yeah.
I know y'all get it.
Yeah.
And I hate to belabor the point because I know y'all get it, but I feel bad just saying no. So there's my generational.
Yeah, he has
trauma.
his that's him feeling guilty for giving you a no.
Some people, they just say no and then that's it.
That's why he goes on more than justifying, right?
Well, I want people to know that it's not me just being a jerk.
Yeah.
I just don't say no to say no. Like one time we did an event, and we had like a really strict schedule about like we had artists coming in and doing in like demos. It was during Fort days, and so we had to keep to this schedule, right? And we had all these metal stamps that we were doing from like 10 to 5 or 3 or whatever it was. And these people rolled up at 4, and somebody else was doing a demo. I can't remember who it was. One of the people who used to help out at the shop. And they said, well, I want to do the metal stamping demo. And I was like, that stuff's packed away. And it's busy. And
Jennifer says that blue is beautiful, isn't it?
And so it was real hard. Like they got kind of upset. And
you can see he's held on to this.
Yeah, it's how many years since we were in the blue store. But like, I mean, I still think about like disappointing that person. But it's one of those things where logistically that meant that I had to like run to the car and lift this 50-pound box by myself. Probably more than that because the metal stamps get heavy. And there's a bunch of hammers and metal and all this other stuff. So, you know, I don't like to disappoint people. I'm definitely a people pleaser.
Marianne says, if you can't find something in 10 designs with 10 color options, maybe these just aren't for you.
Yeah, I mean, we have other stuff. And that, speaking of that, we do have a sale that's going on in the online shop, and there are literally thousands of products available at all different price ranges. 20% off. You can save 20% off using coupon code
12 below.
12 below.
1, 2 below. Lena says, I think it's cool how some designs really pop in color versus another, or in one color versus another. I have a favorite in each color, and they aren't the same.
Isn't that cool? I do think I might try to do the mermaid because I was like, oh, I should have done this one. Should have done this one. So I may make a few more.
A few more.
Maybe 2 more. But of things I've already drawn out. So it takes about an hour each design to prep it for the laser.
Donna says, ooh, mermaid.
Maybe. But
All right.
that's a maybe.
We're moving on to E, everybody. Is this a glow in the dark?
Yes, it is. And it works real good.
Oh, works real good. Maybe that's here. So E is going to be this one. And just so you can see, turn off the lights here. Let me charge it up.
Wait. I think I have a. Where's the thing? The
it's okay. Light. This is charging it real good.
I know, but the black light is like.
I just don't want people to get confused. Let me take this E away then. Because those are not E yet. I don't know where the black light is.
No, then just do it.
Okay, turn off the light. Can see it. Hey Siri, turn off the lights in the office. Look at that.
Doesn't that glow pretty good?
Real good. All right. So
if you got any running friends, there you go.
All right. So these are going to be E. E.
For safety.
For safety.
That's pretty good. Number 3.
Look at that first one, still glowing.
Sometimes they have the glow in the dark and that's not real strong.
Yeah.
But I like the glow in the dark where it like stays.
Cheryl says, oh.
Isn't that fun? Oh, sorry.
What's this one over here? Charge them up, everybody. These are really fun, says Jennifer, right? I think they're super fun. Super duper fun. Whoop, as my light falls.
This one, it goes like this.
Oh.
Is it?
I've been placing them the same way because some of them are cut.
That way.
Some of them are cut side specific.
Welcome to the club.
I know, right?
AG After Dark.
AG After Dark.
Which is every day.
I know. That's like our life. All right. And that, my friends, is E. You're dirty out there. So there's E, 1 through 10.
Turn off the computer light. Whoa.
Whoa.
You don't like that?
All right, everyone. Let's turn the lights back on. Hey Siri, turn on the office lights. I should mute my phone when I say that, huh? Hopefully I didn't. I know. I wasn't thinking.
Did you turn somebody else's office lights on?
All right. So those are E. And what one should I do next? Let's do these ones next. These are pretty. They're all pretty in their own way. They are so lively. I have to see all the colors before I finish my emails, says Jennifer. Yeah, these you don't have to rush to get, right? So you can compose one email if you want.
Yeah, I really am excited about these, and maybe I'll make.
He has been talking about doing these for weeks.
Correct.
You finally got to it.
I did it.
This is the F color.
I love this one.
Whoops.
It's like the dreamiest dreamboat.
Dreamsicle.
Yeah, it is. Get ready, y'all.
Let me see if I can put this.
Never-ending story of fantasy delight.
Fantasy delight.
Who don't like fantasy delight?
So that is the F color coming up now.
Look, it's still glowing.
I know they're glowing still. Of course, the light's still kind of on them. They capture the light really well. Keep them glowing.
Yeah, sometimes glowing in the dark is pretty weak sauce, but this is real good. I like it.
Yeah, you got a good one there.
Oh, I like this color though. Let me tell you.
That's very dreamy with the light blues and light pinks, purple blend.
She's asking to come in.
The color should have names. Fantasy Delight Lilacs, Jennifer, right?
I would think I would call this Fantasia.
You can't.
What?
Can't call it that.
Is the copyright?
Yeah.
Fantasia. How do you say Fantasilandia?
Fantasilandia.
Our friend Sisha, he wanted to go to Fantasylandia.
Look at this one. Oh.
Doesn't that look good?
That might be my favorite one in this design. Gertie's crying outside the door. She's so concerned. Let's see here. Marianne. Pam's asking, what fantasy is the bird? Love it. Says not the color. And Marianne says the bird reminds me of a phoenix.
They're fun. And that one's based off of a little critter that lives over by the Aramont.
So that's the F color.
It's a loose interpretation of it.
Remember, these are all $14 each. They will come with a pin back unless you specify otherwise.
Do y'all want them like put the pins on, or do you want it just to come loose and with adhesive? And then you can put the pin wherever.
I think we should decide that.
Because I was like.
Because then some people, it's another one. Some people are going to say this, some people are going to say that.
You don't want me to just throw it in a bag?
I think we should put them on.
It's a kit.
It's a kit. I think they're safer if we put them on. F so far is Norma's favorite.
Why did you do that? That color is very similar but different.
This is G.
This one has glitter.
This looks like labradorite to me. A lot of these have glitters. This looks like labradorite. If you're making something with labradorite or wearing something with labradorite, look how good these look together, though.
These two, the whole collection.
These two colors, especially.
That one is. I like that one.
Like, look at these colors blending. This gray and this purpley pink. Donna says, "I agree, William." Yes, labradorite, right? Ooh. Look at
Disco Party labradorite.
Disco Party labradorite. Gertie, I'm in here. It's okay.
Just checking on you.
Uh-huh. I've
Not about me.
not gone anywhere, Gertie.
No, I kind of look like Gertie.
Gertie with her big eyes.
When she eaten the sardines, she getting a little bit thick.
Yeah, she liked those sardines.
None of the other cats liked them, but she loved them.
She ate them. She's the only one that ate them. Yeah.
And so, anyway, these ones, that was part of the pentaculum design.
And it says, you do it. Besides, most of them, a pinback can only go one way at the thickest part.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of options. And
that one, though, I have to think about that. Where do you put it?
This one?
Oh, this one right there.
I know, that's what I was thinking. That one's going to be the hard one.
That's why I didn't do the double-headed one, because I was like, how are you going to do this? It's going to be upside down. This one is kind of dancing.
Frolicking.
In my mind, it's like this.
It's like that, dancing.
This one kind of looks like Mother of Pearl a little bit, but with glitter.
I could see that too. It's got that pink in there, a little bit of pink going through. So that is the G color.
It's too bad that I don't have any glue on bales.
Why?
Because then I would put those on, maybe.
Make them independents?
I don't know if they would all be suitable for that. But
like this one would be hard.
You have to do like a double one. Cut out the hole for the eye.
What's next? H. So this is moving on to H. We've got the pink. Poor Marianne. All these pinks are trying to push on her.
I know, that's a popular color.
Gertie. I'm okay, Gertie. I'm all right. How you doing, sweet child?
She can get quiet.
Pam says, Mother of Pearl works for me for a color. Right? This is pink. Purely pink.
I like it because it's not like so too neon.
People really like this pink when we did the home pendants.
Oh, really?
This was a big seller. I was surprised. I didn't know that people would like pink. Jennifer says melon. Maybe. I don't
like
know.
Watermelon.
It's
like the
pretty,
inside.
It's pretty pastel pink.
That kind of looks like a ruby red watermelon.
Maybe. Marianne says, right now my color choice has to be D. The blue one, like the blue.
You know, the acrylic comes from Canada.
Oh, yeah?
We
bring it in from Canada? Maybe we'll be shipping some of it back to Canada?
I don't know. With the imports, this may be the last.
Yeah, who knows?
The last go on with this color, this acrylic.
Jennifer says C, F, and G. C, that was the silver. The glow in the dark. A, B, C, D, E. No. C, F, and G. The two swirlies. Not the glow in the dark. Glowing ones, my second choice is Marianne. D. Norma says D is my second favorite. The blue. Okay, so those are those. Remember, $14 each. They will be pins.
My favorite's yet to come.
Your favorite's yet to come. The artist's favorite.
Well, I like them all, but
of course,
if I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it.
I know, you picked them all.
There is one color that didn't get picked.
I'm going to skip to J because I could look like a number and all that. Okay. Which one? Let's do this one first. Okay, coming up, J.
I do like this one. You know I like a dark rainbow flavor. Just like the Cosmos.
Anne says A is my favorite so far. Pam says I like F too.
Pink lemonade. Look at that cosmic kitty. Gertie, is that you?
Anne says OMG, J is a winner. Cosmic Gertie.
She's like, all right.
Donna says, ooh, those are flashy. And they're kind of transparent a little bit too. They have some transparency to them. And they've got the flash. They're really cool.
So we went to Indian food with my favorite, Elizabeth Brim. And we got inspired by one of the dishes. And so when we got home, we made it.
Yeah, Andrew made it.
I made it. I didn't really make it because the one you have to like have paneer, and I'm not gonna make my own paneer. That takes too long. Somebody's playing something.
J10, the Cosmic Kitty. Gertie. Pam says, oh, Cosmic is spectacular. Gertie, I missed you.
She's purring super hard. She don't want to be separated from you.
I know.
She's gonna have anxiety issues.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, that's cute.
Marion says, Cosmic is acceptable. Gertie, my love.
Oh, call it Hubble. Like the Hubble telescope.
Hubble. Another trademark name you probably can't use.
I'm sure it's fine. We'll spell it with
Here's the other Cosmic. This is the Cosmic Gertie right here. Sardine Gertie. Cosmic Sardine Gertie.
Okay, she's just smiling so hard.
Lena says, I'm making a Cosmic Kitty necklace for a trade. My friend is making a print of her art for me.
Nice.
That is nice. And this is the last one of the J.
And then what's next, K?
Yep. Which I think is your favorite.
This one? Your favorite?
You're not the wallpaper.
Alright, yours went back.
She liked that talk.
How
are you going to be both Daddy's favorites?
But she's like, who's in the room?
Says, who's here? Not anybody but Gertie.
Says, I don't see Tallulah. Oh.
K. Literally, K coming up is this one. Talk about dark rainbow with glitter.
That's my favorite.
So this is K.
I told my mentor that I was going to make 100 creatures. And she kind of was like, well, she didn't think it was going to be possible.
Just sold a D6. Thank you so much. That is gorgeous, Kay. Kay kind of looks like abalone, says Donna.
Didn't see that.
That was Jennifer saying it's gorgeous. Lena says, I'm using the stars and cats from the Ava Motherwell AG trunk show. Nice. Norma says, Donna, I was thinking the same thing. Looks like abalone.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Yeah, these are going to be near impossible to photograph. I'll be doing videos, I'm sure, of these.
Well, people have to get them while they already have it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they won't make it to the website.
They might not make
And you just have to be delighted when you get it.
it.
Because some of the paintings I have iridescent colors,
Yeah, you
and
can't see them.
those are real hard to photograph. Because it changes depending on the light.
Mm-hmm.
But you know I love the color change business.
Yeah, you do.
I can't help it.
Makes my life not so easy to photograph.
Don't complain.
Just don't complain. Just don't you want a colorful, changing life?
Correct. If you want just like bleh, then
Bleh.
you should pick somebody else.
So that is K. Amy's asking, have all the pin backs been attached? Would like it without? No, Amy, if you send us an email, just say you want no pin back and we will leave it off. Leave it off.
Which Amy?
Amy Lowe.
Oh, I like Amy.
Hello,
Lowe.
Amy, by the way. Jennifer says, yes, the paintings have gold paint and iridescent purple. They all have all different colors.
That's
Yours
good.
had that.
Gertie's trying to get in.
Oh my goodness.
She can come frantic.
So that's K. And that is the last set of these. So if you've liked any of these and you would like them, send us an email. I don't know how many of each we'll be making. So grab yours now if you definitely want one of these.
Because they might, if we run out of the acrylic, I don't know if we can get it back.
Yeah. Some of this acrylic you can't reorder. They do special runs of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Somebody said I needed to buy them out, and then I was like,
don't think that's happening. Not unless we have a sudden run where everyone in the world wants these pins.
And then also if I win the lotto, because this is how you
Right.
call not inexpensive. It's hand poured. I didn't realize that.
Oh.
So it's all hand done.
Hand poured acrylics. Anne says, I know about Andrew's iridescent sparkle color shift bent, and I'm always delighted by those elements of his artwork.
Thanks.
Suzanne says, so many wonderful colors. We've sold a K9 and a K8 and a G4. Thank you all so much for sending those emails in. Now that you've seen all the colors, send in the emails you would like. All right. I'm going to take these away. I have this on video, so I can take these away.
Oh, I would say take a picture. Can you
I
take
cannot.
a screenshot?
Not. Oh. Yeah, I could take a screenshot, I guess, huh?
Then you don't have to cry gently.
There's a screenshot. Yeah, I don't want to cry gently.
Who does?
I don't prefer to cry gently.
You like to cry hard.
I like to cry hard. Weep. Weep enthusiastically.
You know, I do know people who like to weep hard.
Yeah. Some people do. All right. So there they are.
Do you have a tray up there for this? I'm just gonna bag this up for y'all. We have 2 mixes coming right up.
Let me just set these on here. Sorry, everybody. I'm making sure the letters stick with the patterns we've got.
This one would go well.
You talking about like this?
Yeah, that could work. What about this? Look at this.
This with what?
Is it K?
The last one? Your favorite?
I love it. Or does that go more the lavender one?
This would go really well, I think, with this, if you wanted to. It could also go.
Sparkle Magic.
Oh. No, not that one.
What's that one?
Probably the labradorite one. Maybe. Yeah, that could go really well with that. That's got those beautiful purple, the few purples in there.
One thing I am gonna put out there for requests is if you do want any of the cutout pendants that we've previously made before, like the bear or the bee or those ones.
The ones that are in wood.
And we can do those in this material before we sell out or run out.
And general dimensions of these, the biggest side of them is 2 inches, generally. Generally, the biggest size of any of those are 2 inches. The other sides will be slightly smaller than that. That's the way we designed them. So the longest side, the biggest side is 2 inches long.
Didn't we have some little bags?
I've got one. You got it? Weeping enthusiastically seems an oxymoron, says Marianne.
I've been to church. The Filipino church.
The Filipino church.
There's ecstatic weeping. They call it being moved by the Spirit. Let me tell you. They do.
They get moved.
It's slightly awkward. I mean, even my mom. Well, my mom, she got into it, but like us kids, we were taught not to like cry, and so that was real different. Anyways,
Dale says, I didn't know y'all were live, just tuning in. Oh my goodness, Dale.
we're here.
We're here, and you just missed all the adoption pins, the adoption ceremony here. Let me catch you up real quick while Andrew's doing this. We had all different creature pins. We're going to turn these into pins. Or if you want to leave the pin back off, you can request that. But we have
no other mods.
No other modifications allowed. But we've had 10 different designs in 10 different acrylics. I'm going to try and show you these. Dale says, been so sorry, been cold and snowy here. Ain't that the truth?
That's why we're having a sale.
That's why we're having the sale, because ain't nobody wanting to buy stuff right now. So we have a sale in the online store. You can use discount code 12below to save 20%.
Well, and also we were closed during this past weekend, so that's lost revenue.
Yeah.
And we got to make that up.
This is a glow in the dark.
I mean, there's a reason why we do most of the stuff we do. Whether or not it makes sense.
Right. We have a method to our madness.
Sometimes, most of the time, all the time. This one's a good mix, y'all. I like it. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid
of the dark. We started watching All Creatures Great and Small. The last episode I may have
Dale, these are $14 each. $14. They'll come with a pin back. Again, unless you request no pin back, but we're still charging $14 with or without the pin.
I said get it and then pry it off.
You could get it and then pry it off.
No, that's my want. And this mix has S-word crystal in it. What?
So, Dale, they each come with a letter and a number. So if you want to grab any of these, you'll have to watch the replay. And you can pick the letter or the number.
Because that's 100 things we'd have to go through
Yeah.
again.
Cheryl says it's a great time to stock up on the AG Fine Pewter collection as I fill my cart. Good. Yes, it is. That AG Fine Pewter collection is already inexpensive. When you compare it to other pewter manufacturers and what they charge,
fourth of the price.
We are like a fourth of the price, yeah.
Without the discount.
Without the discount. So the discount is just an extra good time to buy. I'm trying to find the last one.
What's the last one?
I'm trying to show which one I didn't show yet.
What is
showed
it?
That one.
Is it a cat?
Showed that one. I think I showed all three cats. I showed that roundy one.
Canine.
Non-specific canine. Did I show this cat? I did.
Bird.
Did I show this one?
Critter.
Whoa. I think I showed this one.
Did y'all see the finger dance thing that I shared on my personal timeline?
Anyway, I'm going to show this cat. I don't know if I showed it.
I need to make William costumes for his finger dance game. I could do it.
Pam says, okay, good size. Thanks. Donna says, AG Fine Pewter is amazing.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And if people want more of it, that's how to do it. Buy it, and then maybe we'll get the other new designs manufactured.
Yeah.
They're waiting.
Let's see here. What's everyone saying? Never been to a Filipino church, but did spend a few minutes in a Southern Baptist service once, says Marianne.
Mm-hmm.
Donna says, yeah, Pentecostals are enthusiastic weepers. My college roommate was one. Donna says, Andrew, I saw it. It was so funny.
Okay, so one of the other board members, we went to this paint a pot to raise money for the hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And
you paint bowls, and then they serve the food in bowls, and you pay for it. And it's a donation.
And you get to keep the bowl.
Yeah.
And so while our intermission, one of the other board members did finger dancing, and she like practiced. She was like so into it. And so ever since then, like I don't like to leave the screen blank. I like to have like so you're not just like looking at the sky.
Yeah.
And so I tell William to do a finger dance. And then there's this whole channel of finger dancing.
Yeah, this person, that's all they do is these finger dancing. How much you want on these, Andrew?
We'll go
So $8?
No.
$10? Okay.
Because they're a good 12 normally.
They are 12 now. Yeah.
That price is them pros. They should be like 20.
I know.
That S-word crystal has got little owl findings in it.
So this is PF1, Price Freeze 1, $10.
The price is frozen.
Price is frozen.
Call Elsa.
PF1, $10.
Yeah, I like that mix. I was going to change it, but y'all kept it that way. Y'all said keep it this way.
Keep it that way. I think it's beautiful.
I was going to add a little bit more pink.
Donna says, I thought it was funny that it was being done to belly dancing music.
Oh, yeah.
They have all different kinds of music that they do their finger dancing to. All right, so this is PF1. Big bag here. We've sold one of those so far. We have 3 of them still available.
Now, I hope y'all really like the next mix.
Marianne says, I watched it without sound. I think I may have to watch it again.
It's hilarious. Sometimes you have to listen to the sound on them things on Instagram because you don't get the full effect. Like there's this, I sent William this one, and he didn't think it was that funny, but it was this Asian woman who kind of looked like me, looking concerned as she goes down into the basement to get antiques.
I don't remember that.
Off of Facebook Marketplace. And if you don't listen to the music, you don't hear the Fun Ways to Die music.
Yeah, that might be. I often watch without listening.
But it's like really super happy, so it's not like, like melancholy.
We sold another PF1. Thank you so much. There are 2 of those available.
But she looked real concerned. But I thought it was funny because oftentimes I go into like, I've been all over into PF. One time we went into this person's basement.
You got one of those available?
This one to look at. Yeah. We went into somebody's basement, and it looked like the slaughter time had come. And then
It does get a little scary sometimes. It does get a little scary sometimes. So this is the next one. This is PF2, and this is $10. And Andrew's going to let me know how many he makes of these.
Yeah, well, when I'm done, I'm done.
I know, that's what I mean. He's going to let me know. But so far, we've got at least 3 or 4 of these.
There's at least 5.
At least 5 of them.
There's probably going to be 10.
About 10 of them. So this is a beautiful limey green with gold to soft golds.
And a little bit of citrus.
Citrus with the carnelian and orange. Look at that. Beautiful. PF2. $10. Dale says, I finished watching Vienna Blood on PBS. Very good plot and interesting history. Love the actors.
Oh. I'll have to check it out, maybe.
We've just sold 2 of the PF2s.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Marion says PF2 would go well with the glow creatures. Yeah, they would, right?
Show it.
I'm going to glow. Here, let's show you the glow again, if we can.
But
You can see these glowing.
I really like this mix. It's kind of citrusy.
So those are the glow creatures. Marion says, I love Vienna Blood. I've never heard of it. We started watching All Creatures Great and Small season 5 last night before bed.
But I kind of fell asleep some of it.
Yeah, we were very tired last night. So that's PF2.
It took a long time to make the dinner. You know, I timed it. It took 3 hours to make that.
It took a long time to make the dinner. But you did a good job on it.
But also I made I thought 50 people were gonna come. No, I made it because I didn't want the potatoes to go bad. So
yeah, he made all our potatoes.
And so that'll be good because then I can. It's kind of like a base meal where I can add things to it and change it.
Dale says it's excellent. All Creatures is excellent also. Yeah, we've enjoyed All Creatures Great and Small. The new one. We haven't watched the old one. There's apparently an old version. An old, from I don't know when, but 70s. So this is PF2, $10 each for these. How do y'all like this one? Cheryl says that's a great color blend, Andrew.
You've been making some really cool things, Cheryl.
Yeah, you've been busy.
I like your earrings that you made, the little flags.
I like the bracelets you just recently made.
She made this custom ear wires, and then they have a little flag that she beaded underneath. And they look cute.
Pam says, "What is finger dancing?"
Go ahead, show
it. It's this, but I do a poor job of it compared to everybody else. They put little boots on the fingertips, and they dress it up, and they even use their thumb somehow as a hand. But
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it's very provocative, their finger dancing.
Oh boy.
Marion says the old version of All Creatures is good too. Cheryl says thank you kindly.
Okay, good job.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We've been doing a lot of people have been doing a lot of good work. I know Suzanne has been making some necklaces with her chain.
Her one with the crosses, I really like.
Yeah, the multi-cross.
And the birds, that looked really good too. I was like, I'm gonna have to boot like that.
It's a good idea. Good idea.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that.
Somebody else might, but I won't. I'm not starting up drama.
You're not starting up drama.
I didn't read my horoscope today.
Uh-oh.
Be careful. Usually, my horoscope is creepy accurate. Because we were talking about...
Yeah, you...
I was talking about holding my cards close to my chest kind of thing. and like navigating certain political situations within group dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on and on for like an hour about holding the cards close to my chest, which I'm not really good at, by the way. I should say that I have what you call not a poker face.
Right.
But anyway, so I was reading the horoscope to William, and it said, "What's your card for today, or your object for today is playing card."
I'll be right back while Andrew's packing these up. I'm going to grab my pins to show people the ones I made. Did I show them what I made?
No,
The flower ones?
no, you didn't show
I
him.
think I did.
So, what are y'all eating for dinner? Did he ask that already? Because I took some of the meal that we had last night. They didn't have cashew milk in the grocery store, so I took some cashews and I blended it up with some coconut milk, and boy, I could eat that with a spoon. It was good. I was like, dang, double dang, that's delicious. And then I mixed it with some tomato paste and some sauteed onion and garlic and blitzed it up. That made the base of the sauce. And then at the restaurant we were at, they had these dumpling type things, these balls that were potato mixed with paneer, which is like a cheese. And sometimes they have like vegetables that they like grind up and put into it. But I use that for the, I just use roasted potatoes because I didn't want to go through and like roll out a bunch of dough balls. But anyways, it was delicious, I thought. And so we'll probably have that for the next couple of days because it was a lot of work to cook it. But the thing that I did tonight is, because we had a little snack before we went live, is I mixed in some sauteed vegetables and some diced tomatoes. And just a small change like that really changed it up. So, yeah. You know, sometimes you don't have to make, like, I've been really interested in this idea of like meal portioning. I've seen people do that, like, with their prepping and stuff. And they like cook a great bit, like, you know, they, like old timey, like the meal prep, they would do like a roasted chicken, and then like one day it would be like chicken salad, and then one day it would be like chicken soup. And so you get to use all of the chicken. And when we used to be not vegetarians, you'd do that. Like I could really make that stretch. And then like when we would start running low on the soup, I'd make that into the base and make a chicken pot pie. And I would do that. And yeah, so this one, yeah, I've been super happy with the stuff that we did over the weekend. I was very fortunate enough to have one of my pieces featured in the AMC bunch, and that was really nice. Huh?
I don't know where we packed them.
Of course. I was like, why are you going?
Well, because I was letting you pack that up.
I know, I should have had you do it. Of course, I like to double stuff these, so.
Let's see here. What is.
I asked them what they had for dinner.
Let's see here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. 12 PF2s. Oh, let's see here. Dinner was a baked sweet potato with cheese. That sounds good. Trader Joe's mandarin orange chicken and vegetable fried rice is what Norma had. That's awesome. That sounds really good. She'll say, I just told the hubby what is going on with your sales in store. He said to go ahead and spend. Nice. I like that. I guess I don't have too many beads, right? Lucky girl, Michelle, says Marianne, right? Nice. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Hubby really loves AG. Yeah, he wrote us a nice little note, and I have to write him back because it happened when we were a little bit, when there was a lot going on, and I didn't get a chance to reply. And I need to write him back for that because it was so sweet. Sorry. One of these bags. Andrew fills these bags very full. Very full. One of these bags just exploded. One of the bags just exploded. One of the bags just exploded. I looked in that bag. I didn't see them in there. But I didn't want to dig too hard.
We were talking about Michelle's husband.
Yeah, he wrote us a nice letter. A nice little note. And I got to write it back.
When my dad died, he gave us some advice. And that really meant a lot to me because it really did save my parents a lot of money and heartache.
Hubby really loves AG, says Michelle. He's a good man, says Marianne. Yes, he is.
So y'all want to see what we got in the pin trade real fast?
Oh boy. I need a big bag. Got a big bag down there? I can just see them in this. Got okay. That might work.
Will that work? Or do you need bigger?
That should work. As long as it seals up. Okay. Put this in here.
So one of the things that they do is a pin swap. And all my nephews got picked. One, he is kind of bashful and he didn't get.
Well, here's the thing. This is really what it was. I didn't think Andrew, because you don't know how many people are coming to the pin swap, right? So people were coming in later. Some were there early. We were there very early. Some were coming in and filtering in later. And I didn't, we should have talked strategy before because I assumed that if somebody picked one of his, we wouldn't also want to pick one of ours because we'd get the same pin very possibly. So I wasn't, if they picked his Nessie first, I wasn't trying to convince them to pick another one of ours or one of mine and vice versa. So some people asked, could I have both? And then we said, yeah.
And then some of them gave us two.
And some of us gave us two. So I didn't, because, you know, sometimes when you're a couple and you don't think you should take two, right? So I wasn't sure. So I wasn't trying. I wasn't sure that was our thing, but our strategy. Oh, we sold another PF1. That means we have one left, and we've sold another PF2, which means we are down to 9.
Oh, so take 3.
Marianne says, yes, please. I was hoping you would show us what you got.
So this
Anne says, yes,
this
pin
is a
trade show.
You want to see this? This is kind of sad, but kind of funny. So the one in the middle, he went missing.
Yeah, he's the one that went missing and has never been found. And
so they did a tribute.
They did a tribute to him, and part of the gallery show was a lot of his stuff. And he was prolific.
I was like, dang, when does this person go to sleep?
I know.
And then, so this was what they did a long time ago, and then they reprinted it.
Yeah.
And I thought that I was gonna have them sign it, and then I thought that would not be necessarily the best thing to do. All right, so this is one thing we got. I can't remember who made that.
We've just sold the last PF1. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks.
So this is one of the pins.
This one is Liz Steiner made that. She makes a lot of found object stuff. I like her. She works at Picosa now, and we talk on the internet. And this is really cool. They made a striker.
Yeah, so this is, have you ever seen these? It's to strike a torch. It sparks in there usually, and you can light a torch with it. So they made that out of wire, which is really actually charming and very interesting.
I really like this one. And I can't remember, it was a young girl who made that.
Mm-hmm.
A young person. And we got 2 of these.
These are acrylic, and they have like screws and bolts to hold them together. So those are really cool.
I wonder what kind of glue they use on this.
We just sold another PF2. Thank you so much. These are little bubble blowers with little glass on them.
And this one, speaking of bubbles, I put this in a plastic bag because I don't want that bust.
This is another. People were on the bubble rolls. This is another bubble maker, bubble one, and it actually came with.
And she got that stuff, and she started blowing bubbles all over the studio.
Mm-hmm. At least she was out in the hallway when she did that, not in the gallery.
It was fine, but. And then she also made this tiny thing.
Michelle says, "Hey guys, hubby here. I have been in a lot of trouble in my past. It has come in handy to help people we care about. As always, much love."
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Those acrylic multi-layers are awesome. These, I know.
We've been thinking on y'all, and with the fires and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this one is one of my favorites coming up. This one. Mindy.
This is one I should have definitely tried to convince to get to.
She had extra at that.
Mm-hmm. Little porcelain.
But I have one of her faces from 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to have the whole body at one point if all goes well. She is an amazing artist, by the way. And I really like her. When I get downstairs, I'll get her name and put it in the thing. Because she was teaching at Airmont last year. I wish I could have took that, but I basically would have moved into Airmont.
This one?
That one comes with a little story.
Mm-hmm. The antique pin, inspired by both the Victorian era and the Nouveau style. This vintage pin has been used by 4 generations. You're the next.
It's not really.
It's not really.
But I thought that was clever.
Mm-hmm. And they did all the work. They made their own pin back on there.
That's a lot.
They put effort into that one.
One of them, she said she only made one of them. Is that the one that only made one of them?
I don't think so. Maybe. This one is a banana peel pin.
That's $6 million.
Right?
This one's cute. I like this one.
Yeah, this is super cute. Shameless Woman Designs.
I didn't even get to talk to her. Some of these, I started talking with people, and then I got distracted.
I know, I kept trying to move them around the room.
Who?
You. Keep moving. Keep moving around the room.
Sometimes when people want to talk to me, that was one of the nice things, is that people recognize me.
Yeah. This is from Katie Rurick.
That's one of my favorites. I'm going to wear that one.
Our friend here in Pittsburgh. Let's see. Can you see it there?
And this one is Hunter made this one.
Hunter.
I didn't really get to talk to him very much.
Is there, I think, polymer clay teeth?
Mm-hmm. He took Mindy's class. And this was Lee Morrison made this one.
Running out of room. So many pins. So many pins. Anna says, hello, people. Taking a break from the news. Yes, please. Take a break from the news, y'all.
And that's called chainmail, y'all.
Chainmail.
And he made his own little pin finding. Linus, you
Super
may
cool.
remember him. He's the dude that made stuff from scrap. And that is, I didn't meet that person.
So ceramic pin.
We got 2 from this person, Amy Beeler. And she makes these into great big sculptures. Did you look at her work?
Not yet.
That is pretty wild.
There you are.
And then there's one from Sulubi, but that's downstairs. For me.
Yeah, you got the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Got the only one. So that is our pin collection from this year.
Mm-hmm.
Norma says, ooh, that chainmail is cool.
Isn't that neat?
Right?
I don't really know him, but he's some older gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, this one's your one.
All right. Okay, let me give these back to you.
Hey.
Clear this. Marianne says the striker is my favorite.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. I like these ones a lot. These acrylic ones. I think they're super cool.
The bolted ones?
Mm-hmm.
Or the bubble ones?
These ones.
Oh, they're fun.
Yeah. Those are like, I could see myself wearing that, definitely. I could see myself wearing a lot of these, actually.
And some young guy made that.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Moyer.
I shouldn't say that, though, because I don't know how they...
Express themselves.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen some of those I didn't even know existed, pronouns. Oh!
I didn't notice different pronouns like that.
Yeah, there were some that they combine different letters.
Mm. And then I
Good
made...
for them.
I don't know if I thought I showed you all these, but maybe not.
I don't think you did.
This is my photography.
We left.
And I made this into a pin. That's a grasshopper. I took a picture of that grasshopper. And then this is a... I don't know if it's a potato beetle. I don't know what kind of beetle this is.
See? Yeah, the potato beetle.
Potato beetle? These are the ones that are left. The potato beetle.
That purple mushroom one, the people that were going to fight over it.
And no one took it.
Did it? Oh,
Still
I thought
there.
you had a...
They talked about it.
Oh, no, the coral mushroom.
Oh, the dead fingers or whatever they're called. The
Dead
man's fingers.
Cordyceps.
Marianne says, I will say goodnight now, getting sleepy. Good night, Marianne. And then these 2 mushrooms. So I have those available. If anybody missed out on the pin trade and you want a pin, let me know. Pam's going to go. Have a great night, everyone. You too, Pam. We are on 2 hours and 40 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want some more things?
Are y'all hanging? We got 21 people watching.
Well, let's go.
If you want any of these pins, let me know. They're $12 each. That's what we do our wooden pins at. Good night, everybody who's going to go. Good night. Gertie says it's good night time. Okay, what do we got here?
There are these stretch bracelets.
This is Red Adventuring, right?
I think so.
What am I on? PF Price Freeze 3. How much you want to charge for these, Andrew? What's the price freeze? Yeah, that's definitely a price freeze. Normally they're $10 in the store. And when I sell them at $10 in the store, people are like, that's a good deal.
Do you hear Gertie? She goes, hello.
Hello. So these are stretch bracelets.
I would probably restring them.
Yeah, some of them, they're getting a little bit, they're not, you could still wear them, but I would restring them.
Personally, you can do you, but if I bought it, I would restring
it. There's 5 of these available. PF3, $7.
All right.
Jennifer says, I emailed my critter order. Thank you so much. I did get your email.
Oh,
We
thank
appreciate
you.
that. I need bags. Thank you. PF4. Do these at $7?
Which one? Amethyst?
This one?
Yeah, you can do those.
Okay. These are the amethyst.
Those ones usually are way more. Those are like $14.
This is good amethyst too. Look
I
at
would
that.
take it apart and reuse
Yeah,
the beads.
just use the beads for $7.
Correct.
For $7. PF4.
So like
Oops.
a price
We're gonna do-
freeze.
Yep, these are all price freezes from probably at least pre-pandemic, if not before.
And if we didn't know
PF4.
the price, we're just making up a good thing.
Hmm?
If I didn't know the price, we'd just make up a good one.
Yeah. PF5. What on these, Andrew? What is
Mm,
this?
I think we can do 7 on there.
7 on those. And there are 3 of them. What stone is that?
A black one.
A black one.
It's like the dark purple one. Sunjite.
Sunjite? Sukalite?
I don't know how to say it.
Is that what that is?
It's black and $7
It looks like
a string.
yeah, it looks like onyx. There's some white in this one. There's some white in those.
Let me see closer. Hand me one.
There's that one there. They're just cool shapes too. You got rounds.
I would restring this anyway.
Yeah.
So these are some kind of
Yeah, because they're made like this. That's not. You don't want to wear that like that.
I mean, you could, but I would change it. But they're cool. Some kind of stone bracelet.
Stone bracelet. I think they're onyx because I see some white in some of them, or that clear. So I'm gonna say that maybe.
I think the black one that starts with the S and the U.
I thought Sujilite was purple.
It's not Sujilite. It's
Oh.
I don't know how to say it.
I don't know then.
I don't know. Show something.
Okay, and we got.
I was hoping Marianne would know.
Marianne went to bed.
I know. So the world will never know.
The world will never know.
Maybe if somebody buys it, they can do it. You know, I hate to say something definitively if I don't know. Honestly, I don't like to say it because, you know, I don't like it when people tell me stuff that's not true. So for these ones, here's this.
Okay.
That's who made them.
Are we doing the whole set or individual?
Do the whole set.
The whole set. Made by Cats and Cobwebs originally. Rosemary Diem.
Let's do it at $20.
$20.
And if you want to see, that was on my birthday.
Yeah, it was. A long time ago.
1998.
I was 18. Probably just graduated high school. PF6, $20. These are really cool. Where's my calipers for these? Give you an idea. These are about 12.5 millimeters by about 11.5 for those ones. This one's about 15 by 17.5, 7.5 wide. just to give you an idea of around the size. There's the other one over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them for $20.
How about this one? This one.
Put this back in this bag.
I don't remember who made that.
What price do you want to do on that one?
We can do 12.
Okay. We had it at 15. We're going to drop it down to 12 for you.
That's the
Make
original price.
Make that price even colder.
Mm-hmm.
Price freeze. Cold as ice.
Where did the Instagram go?
Oh, it's over there.
Did anybody talk?
Nobody talked.
Where
Although our friend H. Strutton Art had joined in. The Tooth.
Oh, Hunter.
Did
he
didn't say anything.
Called?
Maybe, but didn't say anything. So this, you can see, this was the original price, 15.
I feel bad being able to talk with him more.
Yeah.
But I don't really think we had a moment that was like down.
It's about 30 by 12.5 millimeters. One of those available.
And that's Mary Lou Tompkins.
Oh, how much you want to do on that one? $5. That's
you're not gonna get her anymore.
No, she's passed away. And if you look on our website, you will see her larger beads are much more than that.
There are more narratives.
Yeah.
Her daughter, I talked to her daughter for a couple hours, and she was like, yeah, she just kept making these and making these and making these. And
this is ceramic.
She was based out of Tucson.
This is 12.5 by 22.8 millimeters. Very cool bead, handmade. And she has passed, but you can see more of her beads on our website if you'd like to. We have them available, and I think there's a link to her video on our website, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I hate to take down the sold ones because it's almost like a time capsule of her life and her work. I noticed that a lot of people, once they pass, then their website domains go
away.
Defunct, and then
yeah, because if you don't pay for your domain, it goes away. If there's no one behind that's going to keep it up.
Yeah, so like her legacy is just like vanishing.
This is PF9. Luckily, I think the video is on YouTube, so hopefully it stays up. Because YouTube doesn't usually delete inactive accounts for quite some time.
Yeah, hopefully.
I like her beads in that they often have holes in various places, so there's different ways of using them. Like this has a hole through this one side if you wanted to use it that way. There's a hole there. There's the hole through the center if you want to use it that way. 14.2 by 17.5.
Let's do something different.
Something different. PF10. What do you want to put on this one?
How much was it? We can do maybe 6. Do 14 on it.
14.
I had this. This is from when we first opened the store.
Faceted hematite.
That's that razzled out. That was an expensive strand originally. I had that for my own particular use. I think it was like $30 originally.
That's what the tag says. $30.
So that's price freeze from
Never.
when was it that? 2011.
2009, 2010,
When did we open?
2011.
Oh, so that was before that
Mm-hmm.
by at least 2 years. So
And these are about 4mm faceted hematite. Michelle says, oh, I don't know what you're saying. Oh, to which one? Which one, Michelle? Ceramic.
how about these ones? This would be a nice one.
PF11. What do you want to do on these?
$6.
Because that price mark is what they were back before the pandemic.
What was it? How much is it?
6.
Oh, well, that's how much it is.
Mm-hmm. These are iolite. Beautiful little. These, when we brought these strands in originally, they were so popular. These mini strands, because they were such a good price, and they're such a good color and quality of stone.
But we made them in shorty strands.
Yeah, you can see the super, like not super shorty, but shorty.
When we used to have more foot traffic in the shop, we would have people. I used to put stuff out every day.
These are about 4.5-inch strands.
And there was this one lady. She used to come in every day, and she's like, "What you got new today?" And I'd pull out this tray of stuff I was pricing. And I remember when she saw this, she'd get that by the handful.
Yeah, we had people. They loved these.
That one, you saw her. You met her at the coffee shop. I'm not gonna say who it is.
PF12.
The one with the pink tutu and the cowboy boots.
All right, here's another one. These are smaller, still iolite.
They have such a pretty color.
PF10 and PF11 have sold. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
PF12. PF12. $6 for these smaller ones. Oh, Michelle said she was talking about PF10. Nice. That hematite.
Yeah, those ones are really nice. And I'm excited to see what you do with them.
PF.
Oh, did you get those? I don't know.
PF13. How much on these? What is this?
$3. They're check, but they're lampwork check.
Lampwork check. Lampwork check.
I thought keeping these and using them for one of my creatures.
I was wondering. These are good eyes.
I know, but I kind of want to see what somebody else will do with them.
Check those out. Lampwork check. $3 for the pair. 10mm approximately. One lot available. One lot available.
Want this?
How much is that?
This many?
That's what I was thinking, for a good deal. PF14 dichroic glass pendant.
Yeah, they made it in that kind of cool saddle shape.
This is approximately 2.5 inches by 1.5 inches. No, 1.25 inches. Beautiful dichroic glass, built in. It's got its own bell built in. Nice large hole for that, so it can go on so many different kinds of stringy materials. Got bag down there, little bag, little lower.
Which one is that?
This will work. Do you? Oh, it's better. You got smaller. Try and keep my bag size smaller.
And this has there's I probably have something else if you want.
Nope, smaller feels fine.
This one? Alright.
PF15. How are y'all doing out there?
You want some rhinestones?
We got 19 people still watching. Thank you so
These
much
ones
for
are
hanging out.
some antique ones.
Antique rhinestones. How much for those?
Maybe $1 a piece.
So,
Those are scarabs.
so $4 for the lot.
Yeah, so you don't your spreadsheet's not 50 million.
And I think somebody will grab these up. These are scarabs. Scarabs always sell. Always sell. These are vintage rhinestones in scarab shape. There are no holes. Obviously, they're rhinestones. They're flat backs.
So that would be good to do bead embroidery around or to set.
PF15.
Epoxy.
$4. I can't imagine these will hang around long because scarabs, like I said, we can't keep scarabs in stock usually. And these are vintage. 4 of them available. Well, for $4.
How about these ones?
Jermaine said, it's strange I couldn't find this live stream. I looked for about 30 or so minutes ago, except that in the earlier announcement about it, there was a time statement that it is live now, and when I tapped it, you came up. I don't know why. I don't know. I tried to share it in the group, and you're on Facebook, so I tried to share it in the group. I shared it in our story, and I shared it on the regular page.
Did you hear Gertie knocking?
She is knocking. She
knocked on the door.
She's getting a little bit wild. Ooh, these are nice.
They're vintage.
How much?
Little brass.
We did sell PF15. That is sold. Thank you so much.
These ones are maybe $4
for the set or for the lot. $4. Is that what you said? $4?
Mm-hmm.
$4. PF16 vintage. These are glass.
Yeah. They're brass with glass.
Brass with glass. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 20 of them. And they are approximately 5.5 millimeters by 12 millimeters with that. With those little bells on them. They can be hung this way. You hear her? She's knocking. Somebody else tried to get 15, the scarabs. Sorry, they are already gone. But these are available.
Like scarabs?
Huh?
Y'all like scarabs?
Everyone likes scarabs, right? PF16 has now sold. Thank you so much.
And they have more scarabs. Not that kind. If you're nice.
If you're nice. Well, we're glad you made it here, Jermaine, no matter how you got here. But you did miss the adoption agency that happened earlier with the shadow play creatures.
They're not all shadow play, though.
No, they're not all shadow play. Some are pentaculum letters.
Pentaculum play.
Pentaculum play. PF17 coming up.
All right. That's how Gertie does. All right. She's getting a lot of top.
Oh, this lot. How much is this lot?
Let's do this one for 15 because one's sterling.
$15.
Yeah, the one cross would be 15 by itself, maybe 20.
Is it this one?
It's a little silver one.
Oh, I don't know what that says, but anyway, there's that one. And then you get this cross. And then you get this cross.
Somebody had asked me to look for crosses, so.
And then you get this cross.
I always try to keep that
Somebody
in the
just
back of
tried
my
for
mind.
16 again, and it has sold.
Which one?
16 already sold. The green.
Oh, the links.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same person?
Oh, this is the sterling one, the mini one. Yeah, it was the same person. Somebody might be watching in behind. Might be a little bit behind. Oh, look at this one. It's got the crystals in there. Then you get this one. It's like a pearl. And then you get this one made out of nails. So PF17, get all the crosses for $15. This one's the sterling one. That would probably be $15 by itself nowadays.
Maybe more.
But it's price freeze time.
You need to have like a
flashing on the screen. Price freeze.
Whiz bang.
Whiz
Pow.
bang. Pow.
Price freeze now.
Right. Just play that the whole time tonight. That's a good deal for those crosses.
How about this? Like that.
How much you want to do on that?
Marked at 20, but we could probably do
18. $18 for PF18. This is a super good deal because we imported these and they were not inexpensive. So this was $20. These are these check glass butterflies. Cheryl says we're up to -3, so the price freeze isn't going to last. I know, right?
Well, I don't know because it's cold here.
Yeah, this strand is a big strand too. This is a 7-inch strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 check glass coins coming in at about 18.5 millimeters. These beautiful butterflies, the blue. Get ready for spring, y'all. PF18, $18.
Oh, how about these ones? I got a mix for you.
Ooh. PF19. Whoops. If I can write. PF19. Want to do 10 on these?
Sure. They were more originally.
Yeah, they were. PF19 are these mixes with all the shell.
I like that.
I think this is from the Philippines.
And you did the Global Adventure.
The Global Adventure kits. You got these
wish
with
that
the
had taken off a little bit better.
I know.
Because I really enjoyed those.
We've got 4 of these available. And then once they're gone, they're gone. There are no more of these. PF19, $10, 4 of them available. You all hear her knocking?
And then no cats know how to knock on the
I
door.
know, she figured out how to knock. What do you want to do on this?
$5 for everything.
Okay. PF20.
Hello? Can I help you?
You better let that little girl come in. You got these wooden chili peppers. Dale says, what was that? Was it shell? Yes, those were shell, Dale. Those were bags, mixes of shell. Oh, Tallulah. Wallpaper kid. So these are chili peppers. They're carved out of wood.
They're hand-painted.
Hand-painted, super light. They're only $1 each, so you get the whole lot for $5.
I got those in Tucson at a night market.
Those are super cool.
Yeah, those are, or was it 2 bucks? Oh well, it goes away.
Lenna says, could use those for a mole necklace. There you go.
We started watching that like Water for Chocolate, the remake.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The show.
I think we have to start over. We were watching something else, like 100 Years of Solitude.
PF-19, one of those sold. Thank you so much.
And I have already confused them.
Yeah, we watched those at the same time. Probably not the best idea.
No. All right.
PF-21 coming up. What do you got over there, Andrew?
I'm trying to think of something good.
I know. Dig through that collection. I told y'all we didn't prepare this in advance.
No.
This is an off the cuff. What can we find in the office tonight?
It's too cold.
Yeah, we've been running around trying to keep things warm.
Yeah, William, you get bonus points because you went out and did a lot of work in the cold because it makes my nose get drippy if I go outside.
Yeah, he does get quite the reaction.
Yeah, and I use this, I don't know, it's not like psychosomatic.
Lenna says, now I want chunky chocolate charms.
You want chocolate? Chocolate?
Jermaine says, I binge watched 100 Years of Solitude yesterday. I liked it. I don't even remember that one. I remember the like Water for Chocolate a little bit more.
Yeah, I remember they were in that village and they killed that dude and he becomes a ghost.
I don't remember that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I remember her crying and
the onion
weeping into the food. But that's also the movie too, so I think I had to watch that movie. I think I watched that movie did I come out in high school?
There's a little.
Oh, how much on that?
Little pilly. How much do you think?
I don't know. 6?
Okay.
Because I think those are a little bit more for those ones now.
Here they are.
Norma says, I'm falling asleep here, so I'm going to say good night. Good night, Norma. This is a Lily Pilly, koi fish, engraved shell.
I haven't seen Heidi in years and years and years.
And you get one of these, $6. This is 14.8 millimeters by 25.1. Super cute little pendant.
You know, she used to be a house painter.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This is PF21. $6 before the beads.
Mm-hmm.
And this is pretty. PF22. This is a wooden bead lot. We got these before the pandemic, and they were $4. I'm going to keep them at $4. Should we do? We can keep them at $4. Let's do $3.50.
50 cents.
50-cent reduction. Just beautiful little wooden beads.
Chocolate.
There's chocolate, right? 19.5 millimeter rounds or coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them in there for $3.50. And the holes go through that way. PF 22. You can see.
What do people want?
$4.
Is there anything?
And this is chocolate coins. Right? You're getting where Andrew's coming from.
Anything y'all want?
Anything you want to request? Anybody?
Oh, somebody wanted baby dolls. I'm reluctant to tell you. And also, I don't know how much to charge.
Yeah, so that's what I want. Chocolate. What is this? Oh, you're going to bring these out again?
Again, I never put them up. I made them into
Didn't you have
rings.
white ones at one point?
I made them into rings.
Yeah, I haven't seen these since.
You may have to look at that.
What am I looking at?
Blue baby doll button bases. Button.
Anna says, made brownies last night.
Are they good? Are you a good brownie maker, or you put like black beans and stuff in it?
Let's see if we can.
And say glass button.
Wow, I can't even find them.
I would say maybe 16 for them. I may have paid more, but that's all right. Is that it?
There it is, right there. Let's see. This is one of them for $8.50.
Holy smokes.
Or $8.05. They're normally $8.95. They've only got one left in stock.
Holy smokes.
And I think yours are painted better. Well, I don't know if you can sell these. Yeah, there's another one in the white, same price.
How about you can maybe sell $6 a piece for these ones.
Okay. Okay, so these are $6 each. And there are 6 of them available.
Yeah, hand me that one. Because these were expensive. I remember them being expensive.
These are vintage baby doll face buttons.
They're old. That's not new one.
No, they are not new ones. Trying to see if they don't say where they come from.
They're from Germany.
Germany. They don't say what date, but Germany. So, yeah, Andrew made these into rings at one point.
I don't even remember how I did that.
So there are 6 of them available. $6 each. Really good price because they're going for about $9. They're on sale for $8 on Etsy, and it's the only place we can find them. And there's only one of that one that this person has. So definitely price freeze, price reduction on those. PF23.
What's this? What's this one?
Oh, by the way, these are approximately 12 by 13.5 millimeters. Let's see here. Anna says they were good, but better today, the brownies. Had to use cocoa powder, ran out of sugar, so they're not as sweet, but chocolatey. How much you want to do on this one?
Like $4.
This is not a real, right?
No, this pewter.
Pewter.
Coptic cross.
Pewter, Coptic cross, reproduction. One of them available, $4. I love these Coptic crosses.
So okay, this may be the plot of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but they said that in certain parts of Egypt, it was illegal to be Christian. So they would have holes drilled in the things, and that they would line up, and people would use the crosses to find the hidden churches.
You line them up with the stars or landmarks.
Yeah.
And
but then I was like, isn't that Indiana Jones?
These are 2 inches by about 1 3/8 is how much that is. And
he just smiled when I said that.
Smiled.
So I don't know what that means. Maybe it will, maybe not.
That'd be some interesting making to make those all find the church. Jennifer says, Harry, do you see these baby doll face buttons?
What?
Asking Harry if he saw those.
Harry's watching?
He was earlier. I don't know if he still is or not.
He probably has like a box of
I know, right? He's probably got them. All right, what do we got for 25?
I'm making it happen.
Just making it happen right now, y'all.
Finger dance, finger dance.
Finger dance. Did you
Hurry
see
up.
my pottery, my latest pottery that I made? If y'all missed that.
Why are you bashful about finger dancing all of a sudden?
I'm not, but I'm going to be putting these in the online store, so I figured I'd show them.
Don't be bashful. Don't be ashamed of
Ashamed of my poor finger dancing.
Your secret talent.
There's no talent there.
Your hidden passion for finger dancing.
So this I made as a kind of set. And then I also made, and then also made this one. And it says, love those pots. Thank you. I love this matte black. I'm going to start doing this. I have some matte brown coming up too. We'll see if I get it tomorrow or not. So those are going to go in the online store soon.
Are you going to class tomorrow?
I would think so, unless she cancels due to the cold. We'll see.
Is it going to be too cold?
I don't see why it would, but...
Holy smokes, I'm like a wizard. I picked the exact
He's a
one.
wizard. Okay, we've got about 5 more lots to go.
I'm hurrying. Sorry.
6 lots to go. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. We've got about 14 people still watching. Thank you all for hanging out there with us.
Thank you.
For the going on the 4th hour of our broadcast tonight.
Really?
It's 3 hours and 20 minutes right now.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. What else are you going to do when it's freezing cold outside, right?
Watch AG Live.
Watch AG Live. Hang out with us. We appreciate it. It's nice to hang out with you all because it's been a while.
We miss y'all.
If you did miss, here, I'll talk you through the adoption agency we had earlier. You can adopt these creatures, 10 different creatures in 10 different patterns, pieces of acrylic. These are going to be pins. We're going to put a pin back on here for y'all. Unless you send us an email saying you don't want the pin backs on them, you can also do that. These are going to be, well, I should say, if you miss these, you can scroll back. If you're on YouTube, you can scroll back at any point, but if you're on Facebook, you got to wait until we end this live, and then you can go back. They are all given a letter and a number, and you can request them via email using that letter and number. You all watching this live get the option to have the pin backs not put on if you want. For example, if you'd like to drill these yourself and make them into a pendant or something, or put a glue-on bail and turn them into a pendant. But when these go in other places, whether it's on Andrew's timeline or the Allegory Gallery timeline or the online store, they will only be sold as pins. They're $14 each, and they come in, like I said, 8 different creatures in 10 different creatures. I was looking at B, it looked like an 8. 10 different creatures, 10 different acrylics.
10 different designs, 10 different colors.
Yep.
All right. You want the next one?
Let me go through the rest of these real quick. This one's glow in the dark. There's a whole set of glow in the dark ones. They glow really good. If you go back, you can see that. That just started glowing, just holding it right there. It's a really good glowing acrylic. This is
They didn't skimp on it.
No, they didn't skimp on that. Those
uranium.
uranium.
You know what that is? It's called strontium.
Strontium?
This is the name of the pigment that makes that glow.
Nice.
And it has to deal with the half-lives of something.
I don't even know what all that is.
Exactly. Me neither. I read it and I was like,
Let's see what Jennifer says. I'm pricing out my beads while I hang out with you.
good.
Nice. This one is popular. This is a beautiful, flashy, all different colors. And then Andrew's favorite, this one.
I like them all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't take
He
it.
picked all those colors, of course, when he bought the acrylic. All right, what's up next? How much are these?
There's about 50 beads.
50 beads.
And usually the strands are like 25 beads in a strand.
Okay.
So the strands out of those would be like what? $6 to $8.
Probably at least.
So we could sell these for what? $10 or $12?
Let's do 10.
Alright. Vintage check.
Vintage check. $10 a bag. It's kind of like a mix. Vintage check.
It's like 2 strands.
Yeah, 2 strands
for the
worth.
price of one almost.
Look at how beautiful those are. They are drilled through the top. You can see there. And PF25, $10. 2 bags available.
Yeah, the bags are different.
Yeah, each one's different. You don't get to pick.
Anybody have any requests?
I haven't seen any requests yet.
Not that I don't know if I have it.
Have any requests? Put them down. If not, Andrew will keep picking stuff. We need 5 more lots to get to our 30 that we normally do. Well, 30 to 40, but we're going to 30 tonight. Let's see, that's a nice strand. PF26.
I know this one I saved for myself.
What do you want to do on this one?
How much is it? Maybe 20.
20. Ooh, that's not just a freeze. So these were 26 back when.
I got those in North Carolina.
And that's a old price. $20 for that. Jennifer says, but you did 100 of the creatures. Yes, 10 designs times 10 different creatures. There's technically 100 different ones to choose from.
Maybe
And we
more.
showed them all tonight. So you rewind and you can watch that. These are beautiful. These are 12.5 by about 19.5 millimeters. This is a big full strand. This is, yeah, 16-inch strand. Really pretty. PF26. Abalone. 1 strand available. You got a bag I can fit that one in? Oh wait, there's a bag right here. This'll do. This'll do. All right. PF27. What is this?
It's
Whoa,
a dream catcher.
where'd the feather go?
That's silver plated.
Oh, there it is.
There's 2 of them. In theory, I think you wire the feather on it. It's supposed to dangle.
Yeah.
Dingle dangle.
Feathers separate. The wire is still left loose so that you could wire it on.
You could also turn it off if you don't want to.
And how much are these?
Maybe $1.50 a piece, $3 for the pair.
$3 for the pair. We're going to do it that way. $3 for the pair because you might want a pair. And if not, it's only $1.50 each. Silver plated, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Silver plated. So you can see a lot of the wire work is done for you. You just end up putting on the feather if you want to, or you can cut the wire loose. This is kind of a cool idea. You can add extra beads if you want to wrap them through there, or crystals. Use some of that wire to wire wrap them through. Finish it off yourself. The hardest part of that wire wrap is done, making the pattern, and then you can finish it off yourself. PF27, $3. Got a bag down there. I've only got littles.
1980.
Oh wait, there's one. There's another one. Oh, that might be better. A little bit smaller.
That way it doesn't junk up your area.
Mm-hmm.
How about this one?
PF28. How much for those?
$1.50 each.
I'll do 3 separate ones in those.
With the S word.
They are?
And the little crystal is.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's soft enamel and then silver plate.
Little butterfly charms. They have S-word crystal in the middle, silver plated, soft enamel. PF28, $1.50 each, 3 of them available. And these are approximately 14.5 by 13.5. PF28.
What if do you want to try the size?
What is it?
It's the Larimar, but it's not like fancy Larimar.
If you want to. They're shorter strands, right?
They're all the same. Let me. One moment, please.
That's what I wasn't sure if they were all the same size. I think that's why I've never done them.
They're different sizes.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Is it the same?
Those are about the same size.
What about these? Are these the same?
Yeah, those are about the same. Whoops. Larimar. Not top quality Larimar, but
They don't have the patterns like that. More spendy. And some of them are kind of like.
they're about the same size. They may be 1 or 2 beads more or less per strand.
Some of them are a little bit chipped.
Oh, those are. That one really has chips in it.
Yeah,
Let's toss that one.
I'm not going to toss.
No, I mean toss it off of the desk.
What about this?
This one. Yeah, it's the same size. It's about the same size. They're a little bit different size in their thickness. That one looks shorter. Nope, that one's the same size too. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if anybody wants them before we go digging through all of them more. That's about the same size. What price do you want these at?
What about a strand.
16?
Yeah.
Dude, 16 is strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is an impeccably good deal. If you know, you know. $16 for these Larimar beads. They are not high-end Larimar, but you know you don't get Larimar
They don't have it anymore.
anymore.
Lines keep flooding.
And there are a few chips on some of these, but that goes to show you that they are not dyed, or they are Larimar through and through. There might be a chip here or there. We removed the one that had a really big chip, or a bunch of chips. But these are all Larimar. Real Larimar. PF29. These strands are approximately, they vary, like I said, a bead or two here and there. These are old strands. They're about 10-inch strands. $16. This is like the deal of the night. Because, like, we sell bracelets of Larimar
For 100.
for about, like a bracelet like this, it's a little better quality, but the bracelet like this, a stretch bracelet, is about $210 in the store. So,
And what am I doing selling this for 16?
I know.
Stranded up.
I know. So PF29, $16 per strand. These are approximately, these vary. So 8.7 millimeters, 9.3, 9.5, 9.8, or 8.9. Jennifer says that's a pretty color Larimar. Yeah, there's nothing, I mean, other than a few chips here and there, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not artificial, it's real stuff.
The thing that makes this not high quality is it doesn't have that pattern.
Yeah, I mean, some of these do. They have really nice, they have some of that whooshy pattern through them.
It's like a firework.
Not the fireworks. They've got the white blends, like the
matrix.
Yeah.
So it's not the same.
No.
When it has like a firework pattern, then that gets more.
I don't even think our bracelets in the store have those, though.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
I saw it.
Okay. I was going to say.
I examined it with my eyes.
We've sold one strand of these so far. I'm surprised more people aren't taking us up on that, but that's okay because we'll turn these into bracelets and we'll sell them for a lot more. This is a price freeze night for y'all.
This Elsa color.
Yep.
Y'all don't like Frozen?
That's a really good deal. All right, PF30.
What's that? That should have been 30.
I know.
The King Daddy.
One left. One lot left.
Let's see.
What do you got for us, Andrew, in your bag of tricks?
I got so many things.
I know.
But we had like a long night, so kind of wearing down myself.
I know. I'm losing steam.
You know, because we've
Trying
been
not
going
to.
to bed early.
Yeah, we've been going to bed super early for us and getting up super early.
How about these African beads?
How much for that?
Maybe 16 a bag.
16 a bag.
Considering that they, how many are there?
5 bags. 16 a bag. Normally our African beads, we sell them for almost $1 a bead in the store, or more, depending on which ones they are.
You're getting a deal.
You're getting a super good deal.
Some of them are real old in the mix, and some are more newer. So
You get some of these, look at that little record bead there. I like those vinyl beads. Anna says, I used to work with a girl named Elsa. We thrilled little girls being real Elsa and Anna. I bet. Look at that orange one in there. So $16 a bag, PF30. 5 bags available. African trade beads. Look at those rondelles.
Some of those are hand painted, and then some of those are.
That's got one of the metal beads. We've got replicas of that in AG Fine Pewter.
Yeah.
PF 30.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's a good deal right there. $16.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to give you all a good deal. That would be way more. That'd probably be like $24.
Yeah, if I just sold those beads individually. And you can, because people like the African glass beads.
But the reason why we still have it is because I told them because I was going to sort them by color. And then I was like,
Who's going to do that, right? Who's going to do that again? Not Andrew.
Me.
All right, let me flip the camera around here real quick again and say a quick goodbye and a thank you for joining us tonight. Oh.
Ooh. By the way, subscribe.
Hello, everybody, again. Oh, yeah, Andrew got a new scribe. Look at that.
We got a little shop in downtown Greenville.
That's that same little witchy shop I got my tea in.
Crystals and sage.
Yeah,
stuff.
crystals, sage, stones.
And they had this. They make that for, I think, for candles, but I'm going to use that for my sgraffito.
Yeah, for his enamel.
Because my hand was hurting because the one I have is like super small.
He's like, got like one like this.
And it was hurting my hands.
So we got him a
So
scribe.
this is more ergonomic. And you know what the funny thing is I was like, I need a new one.
And it appeared.
Correct. And it was like in the bottom of a case, in the like kind of oddly by itself.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Anna says, thank you guys. Bye, AG family. Yes, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, AGB fam. Remember, we have a sale in our online store, so you can save right now 20% using discount code 12below. One more time, I'll put it up, 12below. There's a big banner on the website too about that. So in case you forget it. And so don't forget to save. Grab lots of good stuff. Grab lots of good AG Fine Pewter. Lots of gemstones in there, check glass, African beads, tons of stuff, thousands, literally over 2,000 items in the online store on sale at 20% off right now. So make sure you grab and take a look at that. And again, don't forget to check your email if you're on our email list on Thursday for the Zoom link for our Creative Make-Along on Friday. All right. And then join us for the Creative Make-Along on Friday, 7:30. All right, p.m. Eastern time. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. We're going to go. I'm going to finish eating because I started before this. I'm going to go finish eating and work on a few things. Have a great night, everyone. Bye, everybody.
See ya.